Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. Yay! Today we got the host Jao Movies, or we can call him Albert. Then we have Arik, the idiot, and we have Teguh, the guy that's going back to Indo very soon. And then there's me, the guy with the sheep shirt. Today we will be talking about our top action movies. The list of our top action movies. Yes.
All
As you
right,
can see,
everyone. That is our intro. We're doing this live for the first time, broadcasting it. So I have no idea how smoothly or horribly that just went. But yes, thank you, Calvin, for the awesome introduction. And as he said, we're doing the top 10 best
no, I
action
say top.
of all time. And we'll basically mention how this goes. We're basically gonna mention our 5 movies first, because when we did the top 10 MCU movies of all time, that took quite some time. It took a whole of 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we're gonna try to do 5. We're gonna tell each of us our top 5 movies. If we don't have enough movies, then we'll go down to our 6, 7, and 8 in order to make a collaborative 10 movies. But before we start off with that, I just want to shout out some things. If you guys know, most of you guys who know me is basically from the Schmodown community, and you guys are from the Collider community. So you know the loss of our great late John Schnapp. And in the link in the description below, I have a link for the GoFundMe to help Holly Payne for John Schnapp's medical bills. It's in the link in the description below. So you can just click right there and go donate to help out John Schnapp. And also, while we're at it, Andre Quinones, which is from Variant Comics, he also have a recent loss of his father. So I also have that in the link in the description below. So yeah, please do click on that one, because we're doing this in honor of them. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just get to our list. I'm gonna start off. Actually, no, I'm not gonna start off. I'm gonna give it off first to Arik. Let's hear it from Arik. Arik, what's your number 5? What's your number 5 movie? What's the rank?
Should I count it down from 5 to 1 or?
Go with your number 5, and we'll see if any one of us have number 5 also. I have your.
All right. All right then. Starting at number 5, I have. Oh my God, the good just left the call. Anyway, starting from number 5, I have Kingsman. The first Kingsman, Kingsman 1. That's number 5.
I do not have that in my list. Kelv, do you have Kingsman?
I
Yeah,
have
Kingsman,
that
Kelvin?
as my number. Wait a minute. I do not recall yet. I have that as my number 5.
Oh, okay.
Same.
Go. Oh, well, Teguh is off right now. I'll see what's going on. You guys go talk about Kingsman and why it's your number 5.
Calvin, you start off why you think Kingsman is number 5. And I'll just say I agree with you, or maybe I can add more.
Wait. Are you talking about the first Kingsman or the second Kingsman?
First one, right? I chose Kingsman 1.
Oh, okay, good. Me too.
It's just Kingsman 1. Yeah.
So the first Kingsman, why it's really good to me, why it's
Yeah.
number 5 to me,
Yeah.
is because I really like the fight scene, the action scenes. If
Yeah.
you're talking about action,
Yeah,
the
I
action
can
scenes
say that, yes.
in the first Kingsman is like really really good, and it's also like I like the style of how the director like edited. I guess, yeah,
Matthew Vaughn.
Okay, cinematography, yeah.
yeah, like how he like took out a frame to make it seem like the punch is faster and much more powerful, something like that.
He's like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like amplified action.
If you notice, in one of the scene, the first time when was it Harry, the guy the one that died?
Yeah. Harry,
Yeah.
Harry, yeah.
Yeah. When the first time in the bar, when like when he swing the umbrella, they actually
Yeah.
edit like one frame, like they took it out but it's like that one frame makes it look like he's
It's
fast and
faster.
strong, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
that's
get
really
it.
cool.
I didn't know
And
that. That's
then
actually a very interesting fact.
yeah, interesting, right? Yeah. So I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the stylistic version of that, the stylistic way of editing it, the fight. And then like overall, the plot is okay. It's like a spy kind of thing, even though it's really trying.
Yeah, I see it like
Yeah,
as
it's
a
not.
modern. What do you
It's
call
a
it?
spoof of James Bond, somewhat, but in a cool
I
way.
see
Yeah,
it as a more
yeah. It's
more modern James Bond.
if you want to compare it, it's kind of like this. This is like GTA being James Bond, Kingsman being Saints
GTA.
Row. Yeah.
I think it's more to Saints Row, to be honest. No, I think it's more to Saints Row because they're like very over the
Yeah,
top and
exactly.
everything.
Kingsman is Saints Row. James
It's like
Bond is
Saints Row.
GTA.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
Saints Row's
right.
like over the top. GTA is not exactly over the top, but
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
you know it's
So
very well known. Yeah, yeah.
that's how I see it. So that's yeah.
Yeah, as
It's cool. That's why I
as
like it.
as gamers, that's like yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah,
Interesting. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Maybe Albert probably don't understand, but we
No, I
do.
have no idea what's going on.
To go would
uh,
understand, I guess.
yeah,
Wait, let's ask
and
Teguh
then
because he was off. He's back now. Teguh, is Kingsman in your list?
Nope.
All right.
No.
ah,
All
wait,
right. So
and then
Kingsman is an art.
also another scene that I really like. I mean,
The
like
church,
I think we can all agree
the church.
that the church scene is like one of the like
That church
wow
scene was pretty
version.
much iconic. I think Family
Yeah,
Guy put it in one of their episodes.
they did. I watched that.
Or,
Did they?
or
So
recreated,
yeah,
not yeah.
it's like
It's quite
what's the name?
iconic that
That
part. Yeah.
scene. It's like so freaking cool. Yeah.
I'm not
And then
sure.
like
Is it weird?
they make it seem like it's all in one shot. So that makes it cooler. And then plus the editing of like taking off the frame, something like that. That makes it even cooler. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to. I'm not sure if this is okay to mention, but the reason why I didn't put Kingsman 2, why I put Kingsman 1 instead is like Kingsman 2 is pretty much the same thing but less. Like literally less action. The
Like
story is not as
I
good.
I agree.
It's literally
Like what
less in
makes the
everything.
first Kingsman like better is the church scene.
Yeah, I know.
Just that
I
scene.
don't think any scene matches the first Kingsman for the church scene, and yeah, the second Kingsman is one of the most disappointing movies, one of the most disappointing sequels to me because I was expecting a lot, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
story wasn't there. It's very, it's losing a lot of the
By
good
the way,
parts, you know.
I'm not saying Kingsman 2 is bad. I'm just saying it's disappointing because it's not
I'm
as good
saying,
as the first one.
I'm
Here's
saying,
the thing about Kingsman 2. What I don't really like about the Kingsman 2 is it's just like like dude, someone gets shot in the head and there's a machine to repair their brain. The fuck? It's
It's
oh
just
yeah,
shit they
it's
that's
like
ended.
that. I get it. It's over the top, and then like also the thing that like XZ have to have sex with the girl to put the thing in. That's like what? Come on,
oh
man.
yeah, that's when
A,
yeah,
a
that's
lot
Like
when,
a
I
lot
know
of the
you want to
things
put
aren't
in that.
they don't need
I
to
know
be
you want.
there.
I know you want to put in that
I don't
joke,
like
but
that.
come on,
That's
there's a better way than that. You know.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
They
don't.
went
Yeah,
off the
there's
track.
some part.
They went
Yeah,
off the track there. They went off the
two
track
of the
there.
track. Honestly. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. So okay, Arik, other than the church scene, what else do you like about the first movie?
Like what do you mean? Other scenes maybe, or because the
Yeah,
thing is, you already
Outside
mentioned.
other scenes. Other scenes.
Well, the thing is,
even
other
even
scenes like basically just the final battle scene. Where he has
with
to fight
Giselle,
like the entire
played by
army,
Sofia Boutella, with that
and
weird like
and
go-go.
also yeah, fighting
That's
Sofia
cool.
Boutella with
Ah, I'm
with
not.
like fake
I
legs.
like I like the first
It's like a
battle,
boss
the first
battle.
fight. I really like the first fight. The first time we see Harry in action, I really like that.
No,
I like that
that thing
more than
caught
the.
me off. That thing caught me off guard. I didn't expect the action to look like that. I thought the action was
Oh
like a
yeah,
typical
yeah,
action
exactly.
fighting
It's
movie,
like
but that was like
we
over
don't
the
like
top. It was
we
like,
don't know
damn.
what to expect the action to be. Like in my head, I'm just expecting like a normal like fight, something like that. But then
Yeah. And then
yeah,
that shit happens, and we're like, the fuck?
like
And then we're just like,
whoa,
and then
we
after we
got
leave the
something
theaters, we're just
here.
like, after we leave the theaters, everyone's just like, manners maketh man.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
Right. I guess we're
Is
done.
there
I guess
anything
I
more you
guess
want to say about it?
Yeah, I'll say why it's not on my list. It's a good
yes, yeah.
movie, and the action is incredible. I just feel like the movies on my list is slightly better, or I like it better, I guess. So that's why it's not on my list. But I like it. I like everything about it. Taron Egerton is awesome, and Colin Firth and Sofia Boutella. The action is all awesome. I like the choices, and Samuel L. Jackson as a villain named Valentine. That's just classic. But
Yeah.
Can you talk like him with a lisp?
oh yeah, okay, that part I don't like. That part I don't like. I don't like the lisp part. I don't know why. I don't know why he chose to have a lisp. Teguh, do you have anything to add for Kingsman?
Why is it not on your list? To go?
Well,
Yeah, Tagu. Why is it not on your
I
list, Tagu?
His screen is black.
I find other things more fun, like more like
It's not your
Let's say-
cup of tea, is it?
No, I like it, but it's I don't know. I prefer there are other movies I prefer, and I have a feeling that my list will be quite different from you guys.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright.
That's fine.
Right. Personal preference, that's how it works.
Fair enough.
That's why
Fair
we
enough.
have different.
Okay, so both of your number 5 was Kingsman: The Secret Service, right? Teguh, what is your number 5?
Service.
Mad Max Fury Road.
The fuck?
Alright.
Tagu, I'm ripping this shirt.
Okay,
Do it.
I'm guessing, Kelvin. I'm guessing Mad Max is higher up on your list.
Albert, don't spoil it.
You swear for a reason.
Wait, so we don't tell if it's higher on our list, we're not gonna say it?
What was that? Go say it. Okay, do you guys have Mad Max in your top 5?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Okay, because I
Yes.
have it my number 6, and you guys are gonna give me even more shit for that.
Oh, Albert. I'm coming to you
Albert,
right
my
now.
man. You
Somebody
got my
get the
back.
heart real
Okay,
bad.
we'll talk about it though. We'll talk about it because it's all in our top 6 technically. So,
Six.
Tagu, you go ahead first because you were the one who first announced it. Go ahead, tell why Mad Max is number 5.
Yeah. Bitch.
Bottle.
Simply because I have other movies that I prefer over it. Quite simply.
Yeah. We
No.
know.
No,
Why
you're not allowed to have other movies other than Mad Max.
But Fury Road, I quite like it. Especially that scene with like I'm not supposed to swear. Like a lot of
Well,
cars.
Calvin already swear way too many times, so I don't.
I already
Sorry.
swore once.
But,
But-
yeah,
but
you know the one with all
but
the cars
Calvin
and
has
the army and the
been
guy on the
swearing
guitar.
replacement.
Yeah.
And the guy on the guitar, like, or whatever the fuck he does with the flamethrowers.
Morale
That was really
booster.
cool, right? But like, to me, Mad Max, like, I didn't really like the I want to say downtimes, but it's not really downtime. It's like
There's
the
no
times
doubt.
when it's not the action.
Oh, when it's
yeah,
not
like-
the action.
Yeah,
That
like the in
dialogues.
betweens. Yeah, the dialogues and like the backstory and all that. Like, it's fun, but it feels meh to me. Like, especially the scenes where like they're in like the what was that place? The one where like the Overlord is there with all the water. Especially like in those scenes, it's like I don't know why I didn't really like them, so I couldn't really give it a higher spot. And plus, once you see the rest of my list, you'll understand why I personally put it there. So
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
Like,
chime in
yeah.
first. I'm gonna chime in first why it's my number 6. First of all, Mad Max, if you guys don't know, it's mostly practical effects. Calvin can back me up on that. I think he knows better about the movie than me. And the
I've
action
been reading a lot.
the action is incredible, honestly. It's insane. It's
Mhm.
the whole movie is a car chase. And yes, there are downtimes of dialogues. And in my opinion, the downtime are I won't say downtime because it's progressing the story. They're talking about what's going to happen, what they're gonna do, everything like that. So as a whole, the movie is very riveting and intense, keep you at the edge of your seat throughout the whole time. And in any other list, this could be my number 1, but the only reason it's on number 6 for me is because I was thinking about the rewatchability factor, and because of the generic plot of this one, which is like escape, go to the Greenland, oh nothing there, go back. It's sort of generic, and if you, I was just thinking, I don't think I would watch that on repeat the whole time because I already know the story. Even though I can enjoy the spectacle, but I'm like, it's the same thing
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
While like other
agree
movies
with
on my
that.
list, even it's like the story there are like twists and something like that, and you could see more stuff happening. So that's just one of the one of the reasons, I guess. I think that's the only reason it's number 6. If it have, well, I wouldn't
Dude,
change the story of it, but yeah, that's just. I love the action. I love the whole movie. It keep me on the edge of the seat, and the music is awesome. But yeah, that is why it's number 6 for me. Calvin, Arik,
Dude,
pass?
it's an action movie.
You wanna tell why we're wrong?
Actually,
It's
I
an
do have something
action.
to say about Albert's part. I have something. No. Wait. Here, I want to explain this. Like when Albert said like the rewatchability part, right? Like he said like, oh, the story is boring. You know what's gonna happen. Blah blah blah. Like then they get, first of all, Albert, the movie doesn't change if you watch it again. It's already
Yeah,
been
I know,
directed like
but
that. Doesn't change.
I
And
know.
the thing is, it's in my top five is because well, that's the thing though. When I would rewatch an action movie, I don't care about the story if I rewatch it. I
Here,
already know
let
what's gonna
me
happen. That's why
let me
I'm
add in.
watching it to see the action again. That's why it's
I'm
up
going
there.
to
That's
add
why I
in
want to watch it
to
for the
Arik.
action.
It's
I'm
like
going.
this. It's like I'm going to add into Arik. It's like, why do we keep on watching Fast and Furious action scene? That's
Action,
why.
yeah. Why do they
It's
keep
not the
making it
plot.
action scenes?
Action. Yeah.
But
Why
what?
do you keep on watching Transformers? Action.
Yeah, I know, but I know we're watching it. We like the action. That's why they're called action movies. But what makes an action movie better than other action movies is if they have a compelling plot, which we could care about characters. I'm not saying we don't care about Mad Max, because especially Nicholas Holt's character, Knox or something like that. I like his arc,
Yeah.
especially when he sacrificed himself. So the characters are great, Mad Max. But what you guys are saying is like, oh, I only watch it for the action, not for the story of the movie. The
We
action is
do.
one. The
It's
action is
just that
one
it's
thing.
more important action.
No, it's
That's why
not.
we call this
No, it's
segment
not.
action
It's
movies.
equally
Is it now?
important. No, it's not. It's equally important. If you can get engaged with the story, engaged with the characters, you will care more about them, and thus you will enjoy the movie more. Why do you think more people like? Why do you think more people enjoy Mission Impossible than Fast and Furious? They're basically same spectacle popcorn action movie, but Mission Impossible have delved more into the characters, delved more into the story instead of Fast and Furious. You just car chase.
Hey, don't spoil anything about
I,
Mission Impossible.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying.
I
I'm just saying in general.
actually prefer Fast Furious over Mission Impossible, but okay.
Yeah, but general consensus, if you see IMDb
Yeah.
or Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic,
Yes,
Mission
yes.
Impossible movies have higher ratings.
Not Rotten Tomatoes. I don't trust them anymore. But you know, point
They're
where it's
the most trustworthy one.
point where it's due. Credit where it's
I get what you
due.
mean, but yeah, that's my argument for it. You know.
All right.
Fun.
Moving on.
Wait, Arik, what
No.
what rank is Mad Max Fury Road on yours? Is it number 1?
2.
Number 2. Okay, so we got Mad Max Fury Road number 1 for Calvin, number 2 for Arik, number 5 for Tugu, number 6 for
Hey,
me.
I didn't say so.
Oh, it's not number
Oh,
1 for you.
then why? Then why you defending it?
What
But it is number
what
1.
is Mad Max Fury Road for you?
But it is number 1. Don't write my
I didn't
statement
say
before I
it,
said.
but it is
Don't
number
write,
1.
Then
don't
what
write
number
my
is it?
statement when I'm drunk.
Then what number is it?
I told you it's number 1.
What the
But I didn't tell the
didn't say.
audience.
Hey,
Don't say his statement before he said it.
Yeah, man. It's like a spoiler.
There's two. Hang on. There's two Taguh in the call. I'm confused.
I don't know which one is the one that's working. Tagu,
The
can you say
one,
something?
one camera is working. One isn't.
Okay.
No, both is not working.
Okay. While we're at it, so Calvin and
For
Arik, you
me,
wanna
it is.
say
I can see his face. Oh, now it doesn't.
No, both.
Okay.
I can't see any of his face.
Oh, now
Guys,
it doesn't.
the audience will be so confused. I can remove the other one that's offline later. But while we're at it, Calvin, Tagu, you wanna add anything else to affect your note?
No, not really. But I must say I agree with you very much on the like rewatchability factor.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say one more thing. I watched it yesterday again with my mom and my sister. My mom loved it. My sister have no idea what's going on, and she doesn't like the fact that there are guitars with flamethrower. Just like that's so unnecessary.
What? What?
If you
I
don't
think
know
that's-
what if you don't know what Mad Max is going into the movie and you saw that, your mindset will be like, the hell?
I'll be like,
I don't know
that
any.
is
Wait,
fucking cool.
I actually don't know anything about Mad Max, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was just like, I was told like it's about like some cars running around in the middle of the highway. I'm like, okay,
yeah, that's what I
but
was
instead
told
we
too.
got
That's why
something
I watched
more.
it.
Yeah, that's why I watched it. No, I saw it on no, wait, no. Actually, I saw it on Top Gear. Like, I think one of them got interviewed, and then I was like, oh, okay, I might see it. I know it from
Exactly.
Top Gear, and then I
You're
watched it. I knew it from Top Gear when it was good, at least, not now. Oh, sucks.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that is Mad Max Fury Road. We have a heated discussion over there. But for
Pathetic.
general
I hate you
consensus,
guys.
we really liked it. Just different rankings for our personal preference. So yeah, you guys have mentioned number 5, Kelvin and Arik. Teguh have mentioned number 5. My number 5. And Kelvin, do not get mad first for this one. And so
Hey,
is
I'm already melty annoyed.
and so is
He's
Teguh.
already
But
mad,
my number
Kelvin.
5, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's Mission Impossible Fallout.
It's on my list. It's not on my top five. It's not on my top five, but it is on my list.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never watched a single Mission Impossible, so I don't know.
Yeah. All right, Kelvin and Teguh. I know you guys
I
haven't
haven't watched Fallout, so I don't know.
Okay, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
haven't watched. We've watched it, Albert. We did a review.
I know.
Link in the description.
All right, sure, yeah. Self plug. Okay, first of all, Calvin and Teguh, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, and also audience, which if you have not seen it, then I'm not gonna spoil it. But if you guys are afraid I might spoil it, Calvin and Teguh, you can like mute your video for a while. But yeah, basically,
Is it
why it's on
fucking-
number 5? Why it's on number 5 for me is just before this, my favorite one is Ghost Protocol because the action is incredible, story is amazing. Tom Cruise, he does his own stunts, which is insane. I mean, the level of stunts that he did, especially in this one, the stunt work is. I'm not even gonna reference the trailers, but stunt work is incredible. He will die any second. But yeah,
In
Fallout
real life or
action
in the movie?
the action is just so much better than the previous one. There are so many different type of action. There are like physical fights. There are like chases, like human chases, car chases, bike chases, whatever.
Human
There are
chases,
chases
you mean
on air.
parkour.
There are
Human Jesus.
Human
there are
chases.
gunfights. All type
Human
of action is in this movie. That's one reason why. Second, why it's above Mad Max Fury Road is because it have the plot is there is not really twist, but it's more unpredictable than Mad Max, I would say. So yeah, just the plot alone and the characters. For me at least, because I've been watching the Mission Impossible franchise, so I'm invested in the characters and everything. So I'm invested in the story. I know Arik have it lower, and I know in our review, Arik didn't like it near as close as much as I like it.
I liked it. I just didn't like it as much.
Yeah, that's what I say. You don't like it near as much as I like it because you mentioned that you don't watch the previous movies as much and you're not as invested.
No,
So
I
yeah,
don't.
main reason for me number 5, amazing action, amazing story, invested in the characters, and I've watched it twice. I've liked it both times. And if you complain because the runtime is long, for me, I don't feel like it's long. Every single story points advance the story because the second time around, I was thinking like, okay, which part can I skip so I can go to the toilet? There is no part which I can skip to go to the toilet because every part advances to the next story point. So yeah, that's just one reason why it's really well done. So Arik, you want to add anything to that?
All right. Should I tell where it falls on my list or?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Right. So I put it at number 9 in the top 10. So
Fair.
it's quite down there. Yeah. So the reason I like it is the reason I don't like it as much as Albert does is because I don't know why. I just don't find the same appeal as what Albert says. Like Albert saying, like it has all these good points here. The action's great. He did his own stunts. Cinematography is great. The plot is actually quite nice too. But I just don't find the same appeal. I don't know. Like I think it's just a matter of our heads. Like the preference is just like completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I'm trying to find why does Albert like it so much. I'm just like I don't know. I don't know how
The
Albert's brain
intensity of
works.
the action is insane.
Oh, no,
Especially
here,
when you
this-
think that
here.
Tom Cruise, especially Tom
Here's
Cruise,
one-
he's
here's
risking
the
his
one-
whole life. He's 50.
Here's the one problem I find about the action. Only one, and it's not a major problem to be honest. But you mentioned before. parkour scenes. There's chasing parkour scenes, car
I didn't see
chase
parkour,
scenes,
but yeah, parkour is there.
flying, skydiving scene, uh, helicopter just cause 3 kind of scene. There's a lot of different types of scenes, but they're not exactly focused or intense on one. It's just like they're all there and it's averaged out. For example, for Kingsman, the fighting scene in that is extreme. It's pushed to the limit, and this one is just like rata rata gitu, flat out,
That's not
flat
that's
out.
not true. I would say that the car chase is incredible and the helicopter scene is unbelievable. It's crazy action.
It's just so
Mad Max
just
is
yeah,
crazy.
the
Yeah.
thing is just like very averaged out. I don't know why. Like they
Okay,
didn't
fair.
make it more intense than it had to. I know they
Yeah,
didn't
I
want to
can
go
I
over
can
the
see
top.
where
I
you're
get it,
getting.
but still, yeah,
I
yeah,
understand what you're trying to say is like Fast and Furious have better car chases than what you see in Mission
yeah.
Impossible.
Like Fast Furious has better car chases, and Matt the Kingsman has better fighting. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, but Mission Impossible Fallout has all of it. Ah,
That's why I like it, and it doesn't feel forced. It feels natural to the story. And
I know.
Calvin, Justice League. Superman looks awkward with the mustache. It's worth it because Henry Cavill's awesome in it.
Henry Henry Cavill
Calvin
is
don't
cool
care.
actually. The character.
Calvin don't care. Okay.
He doesn't watch it. He doesn't know anything.
I don't know
All
anything
right,
about Mission Impossible. I don't know what's so impossible if it's done.
dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
If they call the title Mission Simple, it's not gonna intrigue anyone.
Mission
No,
simple,
Mission Possible.
Mission Possible.
mission simple Joe.
All right. Is there anything more you guys want to say?
I just want to
No.
say this. I know this most likely Impossible Fallout's not gonna make the top 10 list, but I just have to. I just want to. I don't care if it's not in the top 10 list and the final list, but I just have to say it because this movie is incredible. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out while it's on theaters right now. Okay.
Don't.
It's good. It's go good.
Don't.
People are raving about it.
Don't.
The good is that
It takes so
you
much
guys don't
money
have
out
the
of
money.
DC.
You don't have the money to see it.
Okay, so all of us have gone to our number 5. Has anyone revealed the number 4 yet?
No,
No.
Okay,
I haven't.
Arik have revealed his number 4.
No,
Okay, so let's go back to Arik again. What's your number 4?
my number 4 is The Raid Redemption, just the first Raid
Oh.
movie, and it's a local
Oh,
movie. Yeah, see, I'm
you
supporting my
choose the
Yeah.
first one? You choose first one?
dude.
Yeah, that's number 4.
That's my number 2.
Oh, you did. Oh no.
Go, do you have the Raid, the first one, in your list?
Nope.
He's not saying.
Right?
I haven't watched the second
No,
one. That's
Teguh
why I
said
didn't
no.
put it in.
Teguh
Wait,
said no.
Teguh say no. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the second one better, but it's not in my top 10 list still. But yeah, I think the second one is a more full movie instead of the first one. First one just full action. But yeah,
That's why we are doing top 10 action movies.
which is why the movie is not top 10 action scene.
Here, okay. No, I'll start it off. I'll talk about why the raid one. The first raid is in number 4. Basically, I actually here the reason why it's number 4 is because, well, obviously, I've mentioned before about like how the fighting is like intense in Kingsman. Yeah, this is basically that, but even more brutal and intense. And unlike Kingsman, it's a bit more realistic actually, because according to one of my friends, he said that it's actually Pancak Silat, like
Yeah,
that's
I
what
know.
it's based on.
They do that.
Pancak Silat, yeah, so it's an actual
Really cool.
martial use in the movie. And because in Indonesia there isn't that much guns, not everybody uses guns there. That's why it's kind of fun. It's not just people shooting at each other, except for that
It's like
little
guns are
bit of the
illegal.
movie. There's like 1 or 2 parts of the movie where they use a gun, but really it's not mainly for action. Most of the action comes from the fighting. Like for example, there's one scene I think where Rama fought like 20 people in a hallway. In
Huh.
one small hallway, he fought like 20 people and he beat he beat the bleep that out.
It's so savage. I remember that
It's
one.
like
He just tore someone's he stabbed someone's what's this? The thigh, and then just cut it. That
no,
guy cannot
one of
walk
the
anymore, man.
one of the most brutal ones there that I found extremely amusing is that I know that sounds kind of sick. I say it's amusing, but it's violent. It's basically where the bottom part of the door was broken. It was all jagged, and then Rama smashed his head across, not his head, his neck onto it. I'm not sure if you remember that part, but it's in there.
The
It,
doors.
the door, it's like a broken door. The bottom half
Uh-huh.
is like, not the bottom half, like the really bottom part is like all jagged. And then he just smashed someone's neck onto it. You
Oh
can
yeah,
find it on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube if you guys are wondering. Just type the raid fighting
yeah,
scene.
yeah. I know.
It's in there.
I thought there was a window. I don't know. Maybe it's door.
No, it was no, it was there. And on top
Okay.
of that, they what is it? They also have like what I like to call, because I like to play video games. It's what I call like a boss fight scene. Like basically, there's like this one character called Mad Dog, and then basically Rama, the main character, had to like fight him in the end. And I thought that the choreography was cool, even though they're fighting in an empty room. There's like nothing there, but they were able to make it entertaining and very intense, and also very violent. I didn't
Uh,
expect that, to be honest.
you don't expect it to be violent and intense. What movie have
Hey,
you been watching so far?
The thing is, most Indonesian movies and TV shows are so stupid. They're stupid. I hate them. Stupid. And then I watch The Raid, and I'm just like,
He's not even
holy
sugarcoating it this
shit.
time.
Just stupid. Most
Yeah,
Indonesian movies and TVs, they're stupid, except The Raid.
I
That's
can
like,
agree.
damn.
It's like when I watched it because one of our friend like invite me to, and I was like, "What is it? Action movie." Then he said like, "Oh, it's really violent." The thing is, like first before I watch it, it's like I heard, "Oh, it's really violent," but then it's Indonesian movie, so I'm like, "It's
Aga
not that
bawa. I
violent."
don't want to. I don't want
Then I
to.
watched it. Then I watched it. I'm like, in the cinema, I'm like, okay, hey, that red thing is the blood. Oh my goodness, that's so much blood.
This is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, you guys are saying a lot about the action, and I wanna. Yeah, the action is the best part, but you guys are. Don't forget this. Like the arc
No,
itself.
no, Albert.
You don't want me to talk about characters?
Enough with the arc.
No,
You have
you're
a
the
thing for arcs. Why don't you go to
Albert.
Noah and build you an arc?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Albert have a thing for art. I have a thing for like stylistic style.
This is what
No, I
like
like the
Albert
style,
likes.
but
Albert likes the movie curves.
no, I like the style of it. I just want to tell the
Real
audience.
movies
I
are
like I like the fashion
Real
of the
movies
movie.
have curves.
Dude, as Indonesians, I'm trying to promote this movie to audience who have not seen it by not just telling it that's an intense action movie, but it's also a good movie.
There isn't much of an arc, okay? But Albert, don't bash it for that, okay? It's not curvy. Enough with the curvy arcs.
Oh, if you guys haven't seen The Raid, if you wanna find it, try to find the Indonesian version with subtitles because that's so much better than the English dub.
English dub
I
sounds so funny. I watched
to
it.
watch both of them. The English dub is not good. So yeah, try to find the Indonesian one with the subtitles.
Mhm.
Is that
Even though you'll learn new words.
You know what? All of us have seen it, right? The Raid.
the
Nope.
first one? Yeah.
You've not seen it?
Nope.
Dude,
Okay, then
the
three
Google
of us,
only the Google
I wanna
only watch
your
Hollywood Western movies.
Sampah lo.
in the middle of the podcast, you just start speaking bahasa and no one of the audience understand.
Oh, gosh.
Taruh subtitlenya, Albert. There,
No, wait.
put the
I
captions on
want to hear.
that.
I want to hear your favorite moments from the raid. Each of you, just one moment. Your
Kelvin, you
favorite.
wanna go
Wait.
first? Go first, Kelvin.
Um,
I'm still thinking. Because can I just say the whole movie?
I can say first. My favorite fight is between Mad Dog, played by Yayan Ruhian, I think that's his name, and Joe Taslim's character, which is like the chief of the officer, something like that.
That fight scene.
Dude, they're like 1 foot different. This is like the height of Mad Dog, and this is like Joe Taslim's like this high. The height difference is so obvious, yet the way how Mad Dog just beat the shit out of him, and also Mad Dog is like he have guns, and it's like, no, this is no fun. I'm gonna put it down. This is the fun one. We'll do it. And after he beats Joe Taslim's character. His name is Mad
Yeah,
Dog.
regret. That's
He's
what he
carrying
said.
the corpse of him like a wild dog carrying the corpse of his enemy. That's just
Yeah, namanya. Yeah, his name is Mad Dog.
exactly.
You know,
He's
we
mad.
we
Albert,
Indonesians.
Albert, dude, Albert. He's an absolute mad dog.
Absolute Mad Dog.
Oh, also a fact. You guys know that Yayan Ruhian is not actually an actor. The way how Gareth Edwards found him is like Yayan Ruhian is like he's a master of pencaksilat and he's teaching like in some camp or something like that. And Gareth Edwards found him like, hey, you want to be part of his movie? I'm doing this, something like that. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he becomes an actor because of that. Because he's not an actor at all. He's just a professional pencaksilat fighter.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the choreography looks realistic, in
Yeah.
a way.
So yeah, Kelvin, Arik, you got your favorite scenes yet?
Yes.
I don't.
It's actually, for me, it's the last part where Mad Dog fights Rama and Rama's brother. I think I don't remember Rama's
Oh,
brother.
the 2-on-1
His
fight.
name. Yeah, the 2-on-1 fight. I mean, sure, it may be a little bit unfair, 2 versus 1, but shit, Mad Dog can definitely hold his ground. And the way they fight is extremely brutal. Like it doesn't look like you know how the Kingsman is very like like not soft. How do you call it? Like very elegant. The way they
Fun.
fought is like brutal in here. It's extremely brutal.
Mhm.
Like that's what I like about it. It's like it makes it because the real fights are supposed to be brutal, so they did like have a sense of realism into it. I'm not saying it is realistic. I'm just saying it has a sense of it, at least.
Here's the
And
thing.
of course, and the way they shoot it is also quite good.
Yeah, the camera work is
So,
great.
your camera work is amazing.
Kelvin?
I don't really have a particular scene that I like. I just like all of them the equal amount.
Tell
Halo.
her to join.
So,
Tell
yeah.
your roommate to join.
Mau ikutan ini gak? Mau ikutan
So,
gak
yeah.
nih?
Um,
Lagi
I just I
Podcast.
told you guys I like the Raid 2 better. I'm just gonna say it quick. I think okay. Here's the thing. When I'm watching the Raid, you guys have even saying it. It's almost all action and no story, and that's for that movie. It's good, but at the end of the movie, I'm just exhausted after everything. And like, I think it's a one. It's
What are you?
called-
What are you
like
trying to
1 hour
fight like them too while you're watching it?
Huh?
Are you following them?
No, it's like I'm invested in the fight. I'm like, oh, geez, is he gonna survive? Is he gonna survive? Oh, okay.
when he got punched, Albert also got punched.
No, you get what I mean. It's like if you're invested in action,
Okay.
you're like excited and thrilled about it, And since this one is like almost no breaks at all, there's like simple breaks here and there, but almost the whole fight's there. But yeah, the second one have a more compelling story, even though the runtime is so long. I feel like second one, the runtime is quite a bit long, 2 hours 30 minutes. If they could have shortened it.
the second one.
But yeah, I like second one better, but still slightly out of my list because it's probably one of the best action. If you're doing just basic action, this one probably on top. But as a movie, it's not exactly for me.
Action movies. Lu nonton dia?
Kau bilang does he have a list or not?
Lu punya list nggak? List. Top 10.
Kalau ada list, kalau ada list juga ikutan.
We'll go on and proceed with the show as Calvin's talking from me. We did what? We did the Raid at number 4 for Arik. We'll go to Tugu. Tugu, what's your number 4?
Ganti aja kalau.
Fury.
What?
Fury.
I didn't hear. Oh, Fury.
Oh, Mad Max. Oh, Fury, the war movie.
The war movie, yeah, Fury. Yeah, the tank.
Interesting. Any one of you have?
I haven't watched that.
Anyone of
I've
you
watched
have
it.
in there?
I've watched it, not on my list. I've watched it, not on my list.
It's not on my list because I don't see that as an action movie. I saw that as a war drama.
Kanan.
All right. I know.
Dude.
Okay, I know. The thing is, I know Teguh's gonna explain why he likes it, but the thing is, I kind of know. You play World of Tanks.
Okay, Tugu, let's see what your explanation is.
I like World War II. I mean, I don't like
And you play World of Tanks.
Here's the thing.
I like stuff related to World War II, and like, as Arik knows, At least he should. It's not from just World of Tanks, but it's just my overall like
You like tanks.
of World War II
I like
tanks and planes and all that and everything. So
I like
like
Shermans and I cannot lie.
I like them Shermans and I cannot lie.
You like Sherman Shermans.
I don't know. I like the story of the adventures of this one Sherman tank crew, and I like how they kept it sort of realistic. The most
Actually.
questionable part is when they fought off that tiger, but it works. It's
You guys-
possible.
If you guys don't know World War as much, Tiger tanks are bigger, stronger, and basically
Oh, you
undefeatable.
talking about
So
tiger tank? I thought Teguh just said they're fighting a real tiger. I was like, I don't remember. that.
nobody's gonna shoot a cannon at a real tiger.
Oh, there's no-
Teguh was like, oh, the most unrealistic part is when they fight that tiger. I'm like, what? There's a tiger?
Tiger tank.
Oh,
A big tank.
But even then,
It's a
even then,
tiger tank.
it's plausible. Like the
There
actual
were-
act of is plausible.
There were three Shermans to go. They could do it.
Yeah, it's plausible, but still though. But yeah,
Two of them died though, but you know.
yeah. I didn't even. Here,
Yeah,
I'll say this.
like it, and like the act from like the actual tank battle scenes was also very nice. I really liked it, and yeah,
Okay, I'll say this. I didn't even consider Fury as an action movie. That's the thing. That's why I didn't. If I was okay, I don't have any war movies in here. I don't have war
I don't
movies
watch
in my
war
actual
movies.
top 10 action movies. If I were to put a war movie, I will probably either put Hacksaw Ridge or Saving Private Ryan. Because Fury is very much drama and character driven. I don't even remember an action scene. I don't even remember the tiger tank scene.
I like the last battle scene because it was literally like 5,000 Germans versus 5 idiots in a tank. And somehow they lost. They lost, but they did put up one hell of a fight.
Yeah,
And that was cool.
they lost, but it
I don't remember much of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Calvin, haven't seen it. Arik, you wanna expand on it or no? Shall we move on?
I'll be honest with you. I think I forgot. I kind of forgot about Fury, and I was just like, that's why I didn't make it on my list. But
Would you have?
I'm not sure about it. I don't think it's like enough for me to put it on my list because it's like a typical. It's for me. I find it as a typical war movie. Why are we looking at Kelvin from the under?
No, the camera's on you, so it's all fine. But yeah, here's the thing. Like I said, it's not even the best war movie in my opinion.
No, it's not the best war movie for
Private
me
Ryan
either.
and Hacksaw Ridge have more action and more explosions than Fury. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we good with Fury?
Yep.
All
I
right.
have no
Calvin,
idea what
are you
you guys
busy
are
right
talking
now, or
about.
can you expand on your number?
No. It's not that I'm busy. It's more like I don't understand a single thing you guys are talking about. Because I
Okay.
haven't watched any war movies.
Okay, that's fair. So
I haven't even watched Dunkirk.
I haven't watched Dunkirk.
that could have been on the list, honestly. But I
I
just
haven't
not.
watched.
I haven't watched Dunkirk. I haven't watched Saving Private Ryan. I haven't watched Fury. I haven't watched any movie, any war stuff.
The only war movie you ever watch is that one, isn't it?
Civil
I guess
War.
so, yeah.
Civil War.
The one that has the title
The
war in
Captain
it.
American one, not the real life
And Infinity War.
Oh,
one.
movie. Infinity War.
And Star War.
Star War. Any movie
Okay,
that has
shut
a
up.
war in it.
Okay, Kelvin, what's your number? What's your number 4?
I'm very sure. I guess this is not on anybody's list. That's my guess, at least.
Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. You know what it is? Wait, I pressed something. On my... It's Avatar.
Oh, the James Cameron one, right? Not Last
The
Airbender.
Blue Man's Group.
The Blue Man
The
Group.
Blue Man's Group.
No, it's not on my list.
The Blue Man's
It's not
Group.
on my list.
To go?
to making my list. It'll probably
Here's
be like
the thing. Here's the thing. Let me.
Oh wait! I didn't look at my
Let me
list.
tell you
Well, look,
something.
it is in my list, but not top list.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you guys something. Yeah. I only know like I don't really watch like I don't know. I guess I don't really watch action movies, but I do. I don't know, man. But it's like I really ran out of like I opened top 100. I opened many sites. Top 100 action movies. I've only watched like what 5 of them. So it's like okay. I guess I'll put Avatar in.
We'll put that into consideration when we're deciding our actual collaborative list. Okay.
All
No,
right.
Avatar is in my top 10, however, not top 5.
Really?
So okay. Here's the okay. I guess why it's number 4. It's because I really like the world building. I really like the other planet, Pandora. The as Arik knows, I like wacky animals, right?
Well, I like wacky
Yeah.
animals too.
Come on. And it kind of I like wackies. Well, I like wacky animals. So and then like so yeah, I find it really cool. Like the 6-legged horse, and then the weird rhino thing.
The Banshee.
And yeah, that's really cool. And then yeah, I mean the Banshee is fine, I guess it's normal. And then like to enhance my viewing experience after I watch the movies, I play the game, so I can explore the world of Pandora. But yeah, the
What
movies
did you do?
alone,
You tried to-
I really like the spectacles, like all the CG. I guess it's really cool. I went to the mountain where they got the idea for I went to the mountain in China where they like have the inspiration for the floating
Oh.
island from. I went to the
Yeah.
mountains, so that yeah, I saw the
Is it
Were they
Pom
they,
actually
they made the
floating?
sculpt. Huh? No,
Is it
Were they-
Pom
they're just really they're just really like you know how mountain is usually like a triangle. This one is like
Oh, they're more blocks.
like
They're just
kind of
block
thing. Yeah, blocks like 1, 2,
Like
3,
pillars.
really tall.
pillars.
Yeah, like
Okay,
pillars
I
kind
get
of thing. Yeah, and then in China there, they create bridge around them, bridges so that it's connected. I went there. They make a sculpture of the banshee in the middle of the thing. So that's really cool. Yeah,
Okay.
Guys,
yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
I have a problem.
What is it?
What?
I just remembered of a certain movie which I cannot not put into my top 5, but it does mean pushing down Mad Max and Fury. And my
You can do that. Calvin is so pissed, but okay.
You want to you want to change mid?
Wait, before,
Okay, so
before,
I'm just telling you that Mad Max will be now number 6. Fury drops down to 5, and my number 3 will be my number 4.
okay. We'll get to that. While we're at
We'll
it,
get to that later.
I'm just gonna ask Calvin, when did you last watch Avatar? Just wondering.
The,
Was it on in
the,
theaters?
the next year it came out.
So not on theaters, on DVD.
No, I watched it on. No,
Streaming.
no,
Let's just say streaming. Okay. So
you know what I did.
yeah, he streamed the video somewhere. That's what.
So
that's-
basically, okay. So to add
you don't have to
more.
elaborate.
Hello.
But yeah,
I guess to
so
add more to it.
Avatar to me
the
doesn't
Avatar
hold
movies-
up as much. The spectacle's great. It's a one-time thing to me. The story doesn't. Yeah, you guys can complain all the story again, but yeah, the world of Pandora is great, but not much else.
Hey, no.
Yeah,
The
that's
action
the
is
thing, though.
fun.
The only impressive thing is like the world.
Yeah, the
It's
world.
surprisingly the world.
Why do you think Disney will have a Pandora world?
No, the action is fun, man.
Okay.
The action itself is quite fun. Some of it, at least for me. Not all, but some.
Yeah. All right. I think we can move on from Avatar. My number 4.
The last
Udah.
What to go?
I'm going to buy my AC. I just remember I bought the extension cord for it.
Okay, to go. What were you saying?
we'll try to. It's really fun.
You're losing. We're losing you.
I know it's dark. That's why.
Okay. Yeah. So as our podcast is losing signal and going out of track. I'll bring it back to track. Now my number
No.
four. My number four is Die Hard.
I haven't
Oh.
watched a single Die Hard.
What?
I watched the bad ones, not the good one.
Okay, so any of you have it on the list or no?
No,
Nope.
Is it the reason because you don't like it or you never seen it?
I've never seen the
Never
first
seen
one.
I prefer
You're talking
other
about the
movies.
first one. You're talking about the first one, right? Because I've never
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
the first
the
one.
only good one.
I've never watched the first one.
Okay, Calvin
Only
never
the-
seen it.
I've not
Alex
watched a
never seen
single
it.
one.
I
Have
haven't,
you seen it?
haven't seen the first.
Okay, so the main reason you guys does not have Die Hard in this list because you haven't seen it, and I guarantee you, if you have seen it, it will be in your list because Die Hard, it's one of the most impressive action movies ever. It basically starts off a genre of its own. If you don't know, the premise is a building taken over by terrorists, and this one regular guy, played by Bruce Willis, John McClane, basically his character, he has to try to save the building by taking over from terrorists.
Also,
And
it's the original. So it's the original raid then.
Well,
Yippee-ki-yay!
not to the level of Raid.
Or
Raid is more like the cops are like infiltrating, right? This is like
Red.
a terrorist invading something, which is like Speed, but Speed is basically Die Hard on a bus, or like
Alright.
Point Break, something like that. So Die Hard, it's spawns off its own genre. It's a great action movie. John McClane has one of the best, like what's it called? The not quote. I guess it's quote. Calvin, just say it.
It's a quote.
One ref. And Hans Gruber, played by I'm blanking on his name. Professor Snape. What's his actor?
Professor
Yeah.
Snape.
Alan.
Well,
I forget his
don't
name.
know.
Oh God! But
Alan
yeah,
Rickman, is it?
Alan Rickman. Yes, Alan Rickman playing Hans Gruber, one of the best villains in movie in general. It's been ranked, not just my opinion. It's like official rankings. People are ranking it. Oh, it's one of the best. But yeah, Die Hard is impressive action. The story is super intriguing. It's a Christmas movie, so you can watch it every Christmas. That's good. And it's just super impressive. I'm sad you guys haven't seen it, and most likely because none of you have seen it, it will probably not be in the list,
No.
which is disappointing to me. And for hardcore action movie fans, they'll be super disappointed too. But yeah,
dude, my whole list is a disappointment.
It's all
I guess,
randomized.
I guess we're not qualified to do this part, to do this action list. But yeah, we're just
Dude,
having fun here.
It's like, oh, I haven't watched so much shit.
Yeah, the thing is here, I'll admit, unlike I know what Albert has been doing before we made this is that here viewers behind the scenes, Albert has been watching a lot of the movies before we begin
I've been
this. I
moving
didn't.
out of my. I've been moving into
Okay.
my new apartment and having tests
I
the
didn't
whole.
watch anything before
behind
this.
the
I was
scenes.
just like, okay, make the
The
list.
last few movies I've watched before recording this podcast was I rewatched Mad Max Fury Road. I watched not John Wick, The Raid 1 and 2, and Mission Impossible Fallout. So there's been a lot of action movies, some of them for research, some of them just for fun. But yeah,
Alright. So moving on.
We were
So yeah,
playing
Die
Heist
Hard.
in
one of the
GTA.
best ones ever. The only reason it's on number four for me, I like the other one better. I like the
Yeah.
other movie, like top three
Rick-
better.
We are doing the action.
We are doing the action. GTA. Hey guys, add us on GTA. We need a fourth man for the heist.
Okay, let's move on. While I mute
Num-
Arik for a while, let's move on. Okay, you know what, you guys, I'll go with my number 3 first. Terminator 2,
Yeah.
Judgment Day. Any of you have it?
No, I haven't watched.
I haven't
fully.
watched any of the
I can't say.
Terminator, so I don't know anything about the Terminator, so I have no say about it and no comment about it.
Have you seen it?
Not second.
No.
First and second,
No,
never.
I'm down to go. Have you seen it? T2.
Just like TT.
Go.
Wait, what? Say again. What was it? I lost you. What did you say?
Terminator
Terminator
2.
Have to watch it.
Hello. Yeah.
Terminator 2.
Have you watched it?
Terminator
Which
2.
Terminator?
Second.
2.
He's losing. We're breaking up with him. Losing second.
No.
No, you
Okay,
didn't
so
watch
we
it.
gotta know. All right, then I'll just explain what's on my list. And most
Okay,
likely,
we'll listen to Albert's ranting again. Okay.
my
Let's go.
my council members have not seen it, so most likely it won't be in the final list again unless I fight for it. But yeah, Terminator.
This is
2,
going to be a shitty top 10.
yeah, it will be. I'm sorry,
I'm not
audience.
gonna.
But yeah, Terminator 2, it's the best Terminator movie. Followed up by the first one. It have the most action. James Cameron. It's one of the it for I think it was the most gross movie of all time at one point.
Wait, it's directed by James Cameron.
Yes.
Oh,
I think.
Both Terminators. And yeah, it follows the story of Terminator. Is it okay if I spoil the story for you guys? I mean, it's like
No.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
No. I'll watch it one day.
I'll just say this: it's a sequel to the first one. Sarah Connor is now ready to prep, and there is another Terminator that's coming to town. So the action is incredible. The way how they do it, especially what I think it's like the 90s. The way they do the CGI and everything is very. It looks real great for that time. And oh god, I'm just kind of a bit sad that you guys haven't missed out on this movie. You guys should see it definitely. But yeah, the action
Am
is
I even born yet?
no,
No.
none of us were.
No.
But I've seen like the first 30
The first
minutes
what?
or something. I've
He
seen like
has
the
seen
first 30 minutes or an hour.
minutes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, aside from the action, the music is great. The iconic Sarah Connor theme. The story is one of the best sci-fi movies. This is one of the best sci-fi movies of all time. So yeah, Terminator 2. I don't know what else to say because you guys cannot chime in. So yeah, it's great. Lots of good
Is this where
parts.
he got the "I'll be back" thing, or is that
It
the
stands
first
rooting
one?
till the very end.
That's
What?
from the first movie.
Which one?
Is it the "I'll be
I'll be
back"?
back. And the
Oh.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yes, I love.
Hasta la Vista Baby is from the second one.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No.
One of them is from the second one. The other one is from the first one. I think I'll be back. I'll be back as well. I think both are from the second one, honestly. Because
I don't know.
Sharing there. I haven't,
Alright.
oh, I haven't,
Moving
I haven't
on.
watched it, so I'm not so sure.
yeah, both of them are from the second one. So yeah, Terminator 2.
Okay, that's the end of
Number
Albert's
3.
rant.
Okay, let's go back to Tago. Is your signal strong? If yes, let's hear your number 3.
That doesn't look strong.
Right. Here's the thing. In the middle of our discussion, I kind of just suddenly remembered, which I had to drop into my number 3,
Don't tell me Shaun the Sheep.
which was you damn right. It's Shaun. No, it's not Shaun.
Movies, not series.
Shaun of the Dead.
No, there's a movie.
Oh, there's a
One kind of pushed out my previous number 3. What do you want to talk about? Do you want me to talk about my previous number 3
No,
first, or do you want to
current.
talk?
current. Just go with the current.
No, just current. We don't
Yeah.
have to hear about
Yeah,
the
go-
previous one.
Wait. So your previous number 3 is now number 4, is it?
It doesn't replace though. It pushes it down.
Okay, then let's hear both.
Yeah, to 4.
Right.
Okay, I'll start with my number 4.
We're losing
He's
signal.
dead.
I'm losing signal again. This is the problem I keep telling you, Kelvin. When I ride passenger with him in GTA, it lags for me. Like I can't even see
Star
anything.
Wars, specifically
Oh,
Rogue
Pacific
One.
Rim?
What?
Huh? Pacific Star Wars?
That's what I heard.
We're losing
Pacific Star Wars.
We didn't hear a single thing you said.
Rogue One.
What?
Rogue
Dang
One.
it.
Rogue One. You said Rogue One.
Rogue One? A Rogue Pacific Star War? A Rogue
You
Star?
can say it in the chat if you want
Star
to.
Wars Rogue One. Oh, what? Where did the Pacific came from?
This podcast is going great, guys.
It's so laggy.
The battle is in the Pacific Sea.
We got people not seeing great action movies. This podcast is awesome.
This podcast is full of action.
No, Albert, here's the thing. Next time, you have to tell us, are we categorizing this purely by action or with other stuff? Which
no,
one should
just
we
like
consider
action.
more?
Because the thing is, everything counts as action. Running is a form of action, so that's
Dude.
technically cool runnings. That's technically an action movie.
Shaolin Soccer is considered as action.
Here, I'll tell you behind the
Yeah,
scenes for the
it's
audience. We
confusing.
just decided on this topic like a few days ago, and decided to split
Yeah,
like,
we were playing
Yesterday-
Heist, and then Albert is like, all of a sudden, hey guys, let's do a topic about action movies. Murder. And I'm like, Albert, I'm trying to take down this job. Damn it. Move.
well,
Your
I don't know.
notification.
Alright.
To go, if you can hear us, you might need to fix your connection. While we're at it, let's hear Kelvin first, number 3, because we cannot hear Teguh at all.
Let's see. Number 3, I got. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, again, let's make a disclaimer. I haven't watched a lot of action movies, and when I search,
I don't think you have to say that disclaimer ever again. We know.
when I search on Google, top recent action movies, this
Top
movie
recent
appears. Okay, so I guess I'll put it in as my number 3. It's Baby Driver.
Oh, that's a good one, but that's quite high.
Oh,
I mean, like,
that made it.
that's the
Oh, that
thing.
didn't made
You
it to my
told. No,
list.
here's the thing, Albert. If you're saying like purely action, this wouldn't even be in the top 10. But you say I
Okay,
have to consider
I
other
can
stuff
hear you
too.
now.
Technically, it is action, though. It is action.
We can hear you,
mostly.
Teguh.
So I guess Baby Driver is in number 3 because Albert mentioned that
Same at the
Uh,
time. I can.
like Albert mentioned, like put it based on my preference, and I guess I like Baby Driver as an action movie. Not but
It qualifies.
what makes Baby Driver really good is the again I guess the stylistic version. It's unique with the song and stuff. The way Edgar Wright make like its matches. That's
Yeah,
cool.
sound editing is great.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
As an
What do you call
yeah,
it?
yeah. And then
Directing,
how it's choreographed with the music and the action, like it's on beat. That's cool. So I like that.
Arek?
I tried driving like Baby Driver once. I crashed the car. Anyway.
Do not do that at home.
Vroom!
I
But yeah,
no.
it qualifies as an action movie because the car chases are good, and then I believe there is like a gunfight or a fight in the end with John Hamm's character, right?
Not really
Yeah,
a
but it's still
fight.
decent.
It's just kind of like a cat and mouse game.
It's like a brawl.
No, it's
No,
a cat
it's
and mouse,
not.
bro. It's a cat and mouse.
It's more like a cat and mouse.
I don't think it's a brawl. I don't think any. I watched Fight Club before, and I don't think anyone turned up with a car. You just saying.
Albert,
It's not
let's
really a
just
brawl.
say it's not a brawl. It's not a chase. It's something. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
It's an action scene.
So yeah,
I
it's not
guess.
it's not on my list, but it's a good movie. It's an enjoyable movie, but
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah,
I
it
like
is
it
an
too, but it's not
enjoyable
on my list.
movie, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I'll
know,
be honest,
man.
it's not on my list because I got
understand your
confused
reasoning,
with
Kalf.
the.
What?
I understand your reasoning.
The
I'm
thing is,
just
it didn't make my
surprised-
list.
I'm just surprised the rate is lower than this one for you.
I mean, like, if you're doing it purely action, then it wouldn't
Yeah.
be in the top 10.
Yeah,
But
that's the
it's
thing.
not-
If it's
it's not
yeah, I was
correct.
confused too.
It's based on your preference.
Well, I guess
that's
Baby
no
Driver is number 1 then.
Oh, good. I don't know.
Let's
Well,
move
it's like
on
I
to
have a
Arik then.
list.
Let's move on to Arik. Let's move on to Arik.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Is it my number
That's
three?
what we will reconsider if we will continue this podcast or not, guys. So yeah, let's
Go
move
to
on to Arik.
Is it number
We have
three?
to be more specific, guys.
Okay,
Is it
Arik.
number three, Albert? Is it
Yeah.
number three?
Mm,
Okay. My number three is John Wick, the second one.
I
uh,
haven't seen it.
I haven't watched the second John Wick, so I have no say about it.
What is do Tugu have anything to say for John Wick?
I
He
haven't
said
seen
nothing.
it.
He said he hasn't watched it. He said he hasn't
Okay.
watched it.
I like the first one better. John Wick, the first one is number 10 for me, but we can talk about it.
I'll slap your face, Albert. Come here. Get closer to the camera.
You're gonna slap my face cause I like the first one better or cause it's number 10?
Both. I'll slap you twice.
Double slap.
One thing about John
the-
Wick that's great is the gun fu that they do, whatever they call it, gun fu, like
No,
gun
no, no,
kung fu.
no. Albert, listen to me. Listen to me. This is the thing. I actually had a problem deciding which one's number three. John Wick, the first one or the second one.
They're
right?
similar.
The reason why I put the second one is because I realized in terms of personal preference and action, it's literally like doubled. They have double the action. They literally double down on the action.
Now
Granted, I think the reason why you like the first one more is because of the story. I know the story
Exactly,
makes.
you told
I
me
know the
so
story in the
well.
second one is like, oh look, hey, come back, be a hitman again, be a hitman again. We're not gonna kill your dog. We're just gonna burn down your house. Oh shit! I spoiled
God damn it.
The
God
first
damn
one
it!
have a more compelling story, and even though it have less action, it's a better movie.
I know it's more compelling in the first one because you killed my dog. He was the only last reminder of my bitch. I mean wife. And then, so as a result, he got angry and started
Weird
killing
Jonas
people.
Like,
No, but the
yeah,
thing
like
is,
I only
John Wick.
see one scene from John Wick 2, which is the weird scene in the mall, I guess, when they use the suppressor in the gun and they
Quietly.
like funnily
They literally were like this.
Yeah.
like I saw a bit of that scene. I laughed so hard.
Oh, now that's just the thing, Albert. Why I like the second one here. You remember in the first one, he was like he killed the man with a pencil. Like he killed 3 men with a pencil.
Wasn't that the
Oh,
second
in
one?
the second, no, that's in the first one. In the
Okay.
second one, we actually get to see him kill people with a pencil. The first one was just mentioned. So I
Okay.
was like, so they, oh my god, he actually stuck that pencil in that guy's ear, and I'm like, ah,
Hey, Joker,
I can
Joker did
almost
it
feel
first.
it. I can
Joker
almost
did it
feel it.
first.
No, but he just stabbed one guy down, but he's like literally stabbing your face with a pencil. It's quite
Alright.
fun. Yeah, that's why the action is like brutal, and I like it. And I like the gun fu because it's guns and kung fu at the same time. Because
Fair.
most because the thing is, here that gun like John Wick, that's a good example of a gunfight. The worst example of a gunfight, even though it's more realistic, is Free Fire. That movie is shit. And Albert told us to watch it.
I don't even know what
I did
Free Fire
not.
is.
I did
You
not.
did. Oh my god, it's Brie Larson.
Oh my god, it's Brie Larson. We have to watch Free Fire. Let's go.
I did not told you guys to watch it. I didn't even watch it with you guys. I watched it with my parents and they dislike it.
Yeah, we disliked it too. Oh my god, it is Captain Marvel.
It's not a good movie. It's a fair movie, but it's not horrible.
Podcast.
It's terrible. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, we're not gonna talk about Free Fire here.
No,
Wait,
no.
by the way, Tago, for the audience, Tago has lost connection and he cannot do video, but he'll still be here on audio. Do you guys?
You can see his majestic explosions.
Here. Yeah, I'm putting it on screen. I hope I can zoom in on this, man. I'm putting it on screen. Okay, Calvin, Tago, do you have and John Wick, the first one or the second one in your list or no?
Nope.
The first one is number 6, I guess.
Okay, so I'm
I guess.
Why?
I guess.
Why it's number 6? It's because I don't know the why he killed the dog. I mean, why he killed people
He
because
killed
of
the
the
dog?
dog.
He killed the dog.
That's reverse John Wick.
Why?
John.
Why John Wick kill people because of the dog thing, and then like the son of the dude, it's like okay, I guess. And then I mean like the action is really cool, but like there's so many unnecessary like shots, like pew pew pew. Like he shot the head and then like he shot the body, dude. Come on.
Did he really shoot? Did he really shoot the body? I thought he shot the body first and then the head. That's
It's
what I
more
seen
like-
I
both
don't
in the
know,
second
but
one.
like he shot like boom 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 5 bullets and then like boom the sixth bullet to the head. Why not just like one shot to the like 1-2 shot to the body then the head? You don't have to waste that much ammo.
Double tap. Well, it's not double tap. It's more like 5
He
tap.
would
But,
prove why he's an assassin, why he's a hitman.
Yeah, but like
He's a hitman.
Hitman
They're not-
isn't
they're not
Hitman
meant to
supposed to
leave
be
people
efficient
alive.
killer?
I guess so.
Not
I thought
necessarily
Hitman's supposed to
efficient,
be
just
an
effective.
efficient killer.
Also, I just want to say the Continental,
Effective.
which is the hotel thingy and like the underworld world building that they have is pretty cool.
I like
Oh,
that
yeah,
idea.
that's
I like
cool,
the
like-
idea of it.
but-
Yeah.
You know what's cooler? Avatar's actual planet building.
Calvin,
That movie
all
cost
agree that
more
that's-
than
none of that is in our list, but yeah.
sending a probe to Mars is a lot cheaper than making that movie. You know that, Kelvin?
Imagine John Wick
It's more
Hey,
expensive.
one have
It's more
blue
expensive to
alien.
pretend to be on a planet than actually going to a planet.
Okay,
Hey.
you guys have any? You guys have anything to add?
One a blue alien. One killed people
Stop.
because of dogs.
Stop. We're going off track. Enough with the blue aliens. We're going off track again.
Guys,
Again.
we're never gonna see John Wick on Pandora, so just give up that hope, okay?
Oh no, the blue aliens killed their dog. Killed his dog. I mean goldfish.
Do
And
you
then
guys have
just
anything
like
else to add for John Wick or John Wick Chapter 2?
No.
Okay, I'll just
I
say
forgot
a
everything about John Wick.
fact. I'll just say a fact. John Wick 3 is now in production. I think it's called Parabellum. And Yayan Ruhian, which is Mad Dog from The Raid, is gonna be in that movie. So yeah.
perfect. We're gonna see Gun Fu and
Wait,
Pancak Silat.
dude, Matt Dog is going to block so much bullets. Ha, pew, 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 pencak silat, bitch.
Or he will use gun, or he will use a completely new style called gun silat.
Dude, the guy
Gun
John Wick,
silat.
John Wick,
Pistol silat, dude.
John Wick, the hitman at return because his dog got killed, is going to face the Mad Dog.
The bad dog.
Dude,
The reincarnation of his dog.
it's an actual dog. It's an actual dog doing pencak silat.
What are you, man?
No, dude, like he'll just come up to the guy like, "Who are you?" And then you said like, "Aku Mad Dog, gua greget."
We're going back here.
Alright, let's get back on track.
Go. I think you haven't revealed your number 4 and number 3, and since now you're only on audio, I hope the quality is better. Let's hear it for you. Number
It's a
4,
lot
number 3.
better.
Yeah, much better. Okay, number
I'll
4, number
explain
3.
what happened later. Okay. So my number 4 was my number 3 was Star Wars, specifically Rogue One.
Huh?
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
One, yeah.
oh man, I didn't even thought of Rogue One. Okay, that's a nice one actually.
But because I just remembered of something in my number
Ooh.
3. Actually, I'm kind of confused if it's like 3 or 4. But yeah, it got pushed down, so now it's my number 4. But specifically, okay. Thing is, Rogue One by itself is not my
wait.
favorite Star Wars. But just because it's the most modern, I think like overall it does better simply because like the story is quite good. But like the visual effects and everything, just because it's more modern, it also fares a lot better in my opinion. So that's why I
Now,
put
what's
it
your
up on
number
my
3
list.
now then?
That's patience, Kelvin. Patience lah.
No,
Patience.
Taking
young man.
eyes.
So yeah, that's why I put Star Wars there. And like I don't know, because I'm a big Star Wars fan. So seeing everything in HD was really exciting for me. Like in HD and like actual CGI and everything was really it's something I really enjoyed. And it served as a very good bridge between 3 and 4. I really liked it. Now,
No,
my number 3
when
that
you're
I
fighting
suddenly
for
thought
love,
of and had to put in to push everything else down, I'm pretty sure none of you know except Arik.
Mhm.
It's Mel Gibson.
Oh, I know this one. I know this
Gibson, the
one.
movie?
Oh,
Huh?
man.
What's
Which
the
one?
title?
Albert has watched it.
Mel Gibson is an
Albert
actor.
has watched it.
It's The Patriot.
Oh yeah, I've never
Wow.
seen that
Albert.
one. It's
Albert
a
Man,
war
watched
like-
it, right?
Isn't it a war movie?
Yeah, it
It
is.
is a horror movie.
Dude, I'm
Okay,
telling
Yeah,
you.
I don't watch.
I
I don't
told you
watch
in the
war
beginning,
movies,
don't
so
be
I don't know.
surprised if everything on my list is a war movie, because it kind of is.
The reason why Tagu likes this movie is because of Total War now. He just likes.
Hey, I
he
like
just
it
likes
before Total War.
He just likes the idea of standing in the middle of a field and shooting one round and then die. What? That's how.
Hey,
What? That's how the revolution was fought. Muskets.
but hey,
Okay,
you gotta admit, it was
except for
pretty
that,
fucking cool.
except for that one scene where he literally like shot from 5 different places and then killed everyone with a tomahawk. He did Assassin's Creed 3 before Assassin's Creed 3 was a real thing.
Oh, I thought that was Assassin's Creed.
Even games take their ideas from Mel Gibson. Ah.
Yeah, okay, I get
called
it.
The
Yeah, I
Patriot.
understand why Tagu
Not
likes
I
Mel
it.
like the
Gibson.
Patriot because the action is very. I like the action a lot, and it's very
But it's-
fun for me.
It's gritty, I think. That's what you were saying.
And it's yeah, but it's also like the character development is also very good in my opinion.
That
See,
curve.
character development, guys, in an action movie
That-
that actually exists.
That
Okay, where is the Patriot in your list then, Albert? Where is it?
curve.
Bodo.
That curve.
Calvin, what do you mean?
That
The thing I
arc.
do admit that The Patriot is a very long movie because it's like 3 hours or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't
But-
watch war
But
movies.
that's why it's
We
good
did it,
thing
Kel.
that the character development is good because they have 3 hours to develop those characters. So, and they used it quite well, and like you really get to know. I forgot his name, but like
Oh, that kind of defeats the purpose, does it? Now, if you forgot.
It's fine.
yeah. So now you know my 3 and 4.
Okay.
Alright.
Kelvin, Arik, you guys want to add anything to The Patriot, which I'm pretty sure you guys have not watched, or Rogue One, which I'm pretty sure you guys have watched?
Rogue
Uh,
One, it's cool, but
well-
but like Rogue One, everything was so until I guess the final scene in whatever the planet is called.
It's a
That's the best part, though.
scarf. No,
Uh,
not scarf.
Scarif.
Scarf.
Sorry,
Scarf.
I remember it as Sicari, but that's a movie, so I don't know.
Sicari. Sicario.
So I don't know. So I guess yeah, everything was so until that final scene.
in
And then the
terms of-
Darth Vader part, it's really cool.
That's pretty much
I
the
guess.
coolest part only.
Right now. Okay, Arik.
The Rogue One, it is the thing is it's oh my goodness, stupid notifications. Sorry. The thing is about Rogue One is that it's much better as a video game, and that's why they have Battlefront. But I don't have the money to buy that game now, do I? God damn it. God damn it. But yeah, it's much better if you play it in a video game. I mean, Tagu, just imagine you're playing Battlefield and you're in Scarif. It's a lot more intense than just watching it. Because
I mean,
you're actively
I
you're
would be playing
actively
it if it
involved.
wasn't published by EA, Arik.
Well, it's not their, it's not our fault that EA has to make it. It's their fault for existing. Anyway,
Anyway, back to Rogue One.
anyway, back to movies.
So
Not games. This is not game review. I will make
so-
that later on in my other channel.
Okay.
what else? So what? Are you moving to number 2 now or
Wait,
number
wait,
1?
I want the same thing about Rogue One. If like in terms of action itself, Rogue One probably have the most one because it's the most gritty. Because I honestly did not put any Star Wars on my list because I don't. I mean, lightsabers,
Consider.
yes, but I think because of the too much CGI, it doesn't really, doesn't really.
Yeah, in space, Albert, you're fighting aliens too. One of the masters is a fucking green monkey.
Green monkey.
By the way, if any of you watching will count how many times Calvin have swear in his video, please tell in the comment section below. I'm pretty
You
sure, like
can win
more
a free gift card for a free
free gift
merchandise
card will be given out by Arik.
for
Free
a
stuff
Jal
I
Movies
got from the
merchandise.
goal.
For a
Okay,
Jal
so yeah.
Movies merchandise.
But yeah, Rogue One is a good consideration. I didn't thought of that. It has great action. Honestly, the Scarif thing, I like it a lot. And yeah, I guess that's it. Not much to add. It's a
Yeah,
good
okay.
action.
Not much to add, yeah.
Huh?
I feel it feels like you're going to add a lot, but then you just add that, so I'm disappointed now.
Fine, okay, I'll add a lot.
Wait, I want to add something. Hey, stop it. I want to add something.
Okay.
I think I know why Tagu likes it because it's literally what I see in Rogue One is literally a war movie in space. You can literally
Arik
put that as a title.
understand.
Anyway, so listen
A
to
war
Jones
movie
awesome
in
in it.
space. It's literally Saving Private Ryan in space or something like that.
Well,
It's not
they're-
saving
they're more
anyone,
like
I know, but
saving-
you know.
they're more like saving Death Star plans.
No, but it's like it's in the beach. Saving Private Ryan in the beginning, it's in the beach, you know. Yeah.
Private Ryan.
At least they put the war in Star Wars this time, not just random mucking about.
At least the war is in there, you know.
I like
Yeah.
the fact that we have Rogue One in here, which is a war movie, a very good war movie, but one of the best war movie of all time. Private Ryan's not in any of our list.
I haven't
Don't be
watched
so
it.
sure, Albert.
Oh, is it?
Actually,
don't tell me
wait,
your whole list is war movies.
I already said it like 5 times. My entire list is basically a war movie.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, this is great. All our lists are differing for different reasons. Okay,
Alright, so
number
you
2.
weren't specific. That's why, Albert. That's why we're all.
Okay.
yeah,
different.
Bert. Look at my list. Look at how bad my list is.
Yeah,
You-
I have it written down.
You want to know what's on my? You want to know what's on my 10th?
Let's hear it before
Kung
you
Fu
go.
Hustle.
I don't blame you. I mean, that movie was. It's childhood, man.
Okay. All right. Let's hear Calvin's number 2 then. This should be interesting.
No, my number two is not that interesting. I guess. What's my number two?
Your
I
whole
don't
list has
even
been the
know.
most interesting, Cal, by everyone, I believe.
Because you don't know what your
We
own
talk
list
about.
The
is.
most unexpected.
I think we talked about your
You
second
guys
one. I
know
forgot
my
what it
number.
was.
You guys know my number two and one already. My number two is the first one, and my
Oh yeah,
number
we already
one
discussed.
is Mad Max.
Oh, okay then. Let's hear Arik then.
My number two is
Number
already
2 is
been
Fury Road,
discussed. Is Mad Max Fury Road.
right?
What's the?
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is I don't know if
Private
anyone
Ryan.
knows this. Arik might know it. No, it's Black Hawk Down.
Well, I know. I
Shit,
haven't
I
watched it.
forgot about that movie. Yeah, I know Black Hawk Down.
It was in all the. Whenever I search top action movies, that movie came out, but I don't know what it. But I don't know what it is.
I
I know
really
there's no
like it.
hawks involved. I know
Is it
that. I know
is it
that's
a war
one
movie
thing.
too?
Yes, it's a war movie, Albert.
I know it's like
It's
a
a war
disaster.
movie.
Bert, let me tell you something.
Black
There's no
Hawk
Black
Down.
Hawk.
Now there is a Black Hawk.
Black
Kelvin,
Black
that's the
Hawks
name
are
of the helicopter.
helicopters, Albert. Just to
No,
make sure. It's not
no.
about three birds that actually got shot out of the sky
Yeah,
and
I
died.
know.
No, it's a
That's all I
helicopter. It's
know.
three helicopters.
I was Net Geo Wild.
It's a it's a
That's
UH-1H
you, wow.
Black Hawk. Wait, was it UH?
Look at this.
Huey.
Look at this UH-60 Black Hawk grazing in the
No,
field.
that's a Huey. What's a Black Hawk?
I
It's
don't
directed by
remember,
Ridley
man.
Scott.
No, it was a Kursky
Based-
something.
It's based on a book. Okay, Tago, elaborate on why you like Black Hawk Down. I almost
That's a
said Black Hawk Down.
UH-60. Right.
Sikorsky UHAR. Sorry, yeah.
It's Sikorsky. No, because Black Hawk Down is like, the thing is, it's weirdly enough a childhood movie. I watched that thing when I was like, what, 4?
You're a psychopath.
It's like
You're a
it's a
psychopath.
very
That's why he liked war movies. He's been watching it as a kid.
Yeah, that's why. Because of this one, is it?
it's a very fun movie. It's about like helicopters, like when they were trying to
When you're a baby.
when the US was doing stuff in Somalia. Like
This movie
it's
was
about like how the helicopters got shot down and now they have to do a rescue mission to get the helicopters. Imagine Saving Private Ryan but set in the 1990s
And in Somalia.
and in Somalia.
Somalia.
Sadly, no one goes, I'm the captain now.
Nobody.
By the way, this movie is released in 2001, meaning Tago was 2 years old.
I watched it when I was like 4, okay. So,
Imagine if you watch it on theaters at 2 years old, man.
no.
Oh,
But yeah, it's fun. It talks about like the story of like this group of people who like soldiers who have to rescue the pilots from the crash site, and they have to like stand up and defend themselves until they get rescued. And it's very it's very gritty, and it's like a very like typical war movie. And like at the end when they finally get rescued, it's like a very like nice feeling. Like you like the cavalry's here, bitches, and like yeah.
Hopefully, this doesn't offend anyone, even though it's the truth. But it's a war movie where the Americans lost.
That's
They
why
always win in
that makes
they
it
always
10
win in
times
every
better,
war
Forrest
movie.
Arik.
Gump, isn't it? Forrest Gump. I knew it.
It's where they lost.
But yeah, okay. Anything else you guys want to add on this?
And the soundtrack is very good.
Actually, about the action, I actually like the action. It's they're trying to make it like as real as possible. To depict what the war is like, not some gun fu kind of thing. I don't think American soldiers were taught gun fu.
Dude, if there's gun fu in a war movie, that will be so insane.
It will be so out of place.
Imagine gun fu in Saving Private Ryan.
I don't know. Oh yeah, wait. I don't know why though. But in Black Hawk Down, I noticed that they put like what do you call it? Like comic relief, where it's just like a bit weird and kind of funny. Like there's one scene where a guy was like standing underneath the Black Hawk, and then there's like and then there's like a bunch of bullets. Then there's like a bunch of bullets just dropping on the guy, and he's just like, shit.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
It's kind of
that's
funny. Yeah. Yeah, they put stuff like that. There's even a guy who tripped for no reason. Like he literally ran and then he fell down.
And then there's a guy
And-
who just like failed to rappel down and just instantly died.
Yeah, I don't understand why they had to put those scenes in, but they do what they want.
Let them do what they want to do.
Yeah, they do what they want to do. So yeah,
Okay. Anything else to add, or are we good?
we're good. I'm good.
All right. So all of you have revealed your number 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, my number 2, which probably you guys have not seen also, I'm guessing at this point, because if you have seen it, it's probably on the lower end of your list, probably. But it's another old movie. It's Aliens, the sequel to Alien, directed
Oh,
by James Cameron again,
Ah,
and starring Sigourney Weaver,
yeah.
and one of the best heroines, uh, one of the best strong female character in movie history.
Strong female.
What's her
Okay,
name? Alan Ripley. But yeah,
I'll be drawing until my time is there to talk.
Calvin, you already finished all your lists, so okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, but
Oh
Aliens,
yeah.
Aliens is it's
There's 6 to 10, okay?
okay. Yeah, we will. But yeah, let me explain Aliens. God damn it! I love this movie. This is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It's so intense. It keeps you at the edge of your seat the whole time. You're rooting for the characters because if you've seen the first one, you know that anything is at stake. Anyone can die at any minute. So you really don't know which character is gonna survive, which character is gonna die. It's intense. It's
I know Sigourney Weaver's character is gonna live.
Ellen Ripley. Well, anything could happen, dude. It's back then in the 80s, and it's not the same. Franchise wasn't as big as now, where you have to keep the star character. So anything could happen, and the connection between Ripley and Newt is such an important connection. The characters are great. The music is great. It's super intense, super dark, super gritty, and the action alone. It's a military. You like war? It's the army, the U.S. military or the world military. I don't know what it is,
Space
against a
Marines.
bunch of xenomorphs. That is
Yeah, it's basically
that
Black
is
Hawk Down, but
amazing.
replace the Somalians with
Xenomorphs with aliens. Dude, basically, it's a war movie on space. Oh my god, that's Rogue One, but it's darker and cooler. It's the military versus xenomorphs, which is much stronger and could kill you at any time. And it's just so amazing. And one of the best lines in a movie ever. In the end, you guys have watched Infinity War, right? You hear the reference by Spider-Man, or you watch that very old movie Aliens is referencing this movie, and it's in the very end, basically. Oh, Calvin just draws xenomorph.
Is this how an alien look like?
I don't know if
close
that's
enough.
what a xenomorph
more or less.
someone like
More
that.
or
But yeah, that very last scene, basically, Alan Ripley is like in that mech suit. Get away! I'm gonna swear. Get away from her, you bitch! That's such a powerful
what she
line
did,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
ending. And I'm just saying it now. It doesn't sound as cool, but in that movie, trust me, it's so great. And then the xenomorph just fly away into space. Amazing movie. I love this movie so much. I'm gonna fight for it to be the list. Probably it's not gonna be there, but yeah, that's just a great movie for me. One of the best ones. Aliens.
I
Okay.
don't remember how the movie goes. That's why it's not on the list. I've watched it before,
Oh man,
but it's
the
not.
movie,
I
the
don't
movie's-
remember
the
how it
movie's
goes, so
so
I can't
great.
say anything, can I?
Yeah. Well, you want to add anything to it then?
No.
Even though you forget most part?
Lagi nakakam video.
I can't remember anything to add to it. How about the go? Has the go watched it? No, hasn't it?
Nope.
No, see, I can't add anything, man. I don't know
then,
what is
all right,
it in
then
there
we
anymore.
can move on to our
Just
number
so
one.
you know, I'm supposed to be watching that pool too right now.
I'm sorry, Calvin.
Well, he's done with the list,
Alright.
though, but
I mean, you can leave if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
the list
All
is
right.
done with
Has
you.
anyone who haven't said their number one?
Me,
Calvin has.
It's not that I say it. It's more like
I haven't.
What's your
hasn't.
number one?
Here's the thing about Tagu's number one. None of us have watched it most likely. I guess. And other than Arik.
I bet it's Saving Private Ryan. Is it Saving Private Ryan?
It is. The go is just silent.
You cannot tell from your head movement, Tagu, because your camera is your video is off, so you cannot tell if you're like shaking your head or something.
Hey,
Tagu?
so
Hello?
is he disconnected?
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's Forrest Gump.
It's not even an action movie.
It's not Forrest Gump.
It's Private Ryan. Is it?
Fubar.
What?
Fubar.
Pavlo?
Fubar.
Pavlo?
I've never heard of that.
Huh?
No,
Pavlo?
That's your number one?
No, I know
no,
what Fubar
The
means.
number
but I
one
don't
is
know
Saving
what
Private
I don't know
Ryan.
what's-
Me saying Fubar is in agreement.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Saving
Fubar,
Private Ryan.
Fubar means fucked up beyond all repair, you idiot.
I know.
But I know it's in Saving Private Ryan. Is
I
it
know. I was
German?
just like, I need to say
Look.
something that sounds like Saving Private Ryan. So I'm like,
Okay.
Fubar.
Okay. All right.
What
Let's
is it then?
start Saving Private Ryan from the three people who have watched it.
Fubar is an acronym, Kelvin.
Okay, let's hear it from Tego, Arik, and Albert who have watched it, even though I don't think Arik and Albert have it in the list.
I put it in number 6.
Oh, you have it in the list. Okay, I don't have it in the list.
I put it
Okay.
as number 6.
Okay, Tego, Arik, let's hear it.
To go
It
first.
is a very
you
good
throw number one.
story about this bunch of people who have to find Private Ryan and tell him that all his brothers are dead, so he gotta go home.
Yeah.
Hey, your brothers are dead. Get your wives back.
Hey, your brothers are dead. Your mama misses you. Go home.
Why is it so
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
Why is it number one?
Why is it number
I
1?
heard there's like
Because
theme
Albert,
where
it has a good story. 1 and 2, it has good action. I like the action.
The opening scene is incredible.
Yes, I
That's
really
what I
like,
heard.
like it. And the ending scene, I like it too. When like the guy is
So
just
it's
like
a last
using
it's a last stand kind of thing.
like,
Oh, by the way, when I say opening scene, I don't mean the opening scene where Private Ryan is going to the cemetery. I'm talking about the first war scene.
yeah, of course. I mean, if you think that Private Ryan going to the cemetery is like the best scene ever, you have issues with action. You have issues.
I mean, dude, it's an old man going to a cemetery very, very slowly, man. That's intense.
We don't know
What
what's gonna
we can
happen.
do
He could have a heart
after.
attack.
Like,
He
we
could have
don't
a
know
heart
if
attack.
he's gonna have a heart attack. It's going to have Parkinson's.
See, Albert,
Oh my
if it was
goodness.
if it was a horror movie, then that scene would be scary as fuck.
It's on the daylight too. It's not at night.
It's a daylight. Anyway, go back to the damn movie
The
itself.
fact that why it's so good.
I just like Saving Private Ryan, and it's one of like the classic war movies. If you think of a
You
war
You just find
movie,
it enjoyable because it's World War II themed, is it?
If I were
Yeah,
to
it's
pick one war
classic,
movie,
Arik.
it will be this one. Honestly.
Actually, I put it as number 6 because again, I thought it was mainly about action. Albert's thingy got me confused, but anyway, it's number 6 because
Fair, my bad.
number 6 because it's one of the most accurate depictions of World War, even though the movie itself is not an actual story, which I've learned quite recently. It's not.
No.
It's actually it's more of a. It's actually a propaganda, if I'm not mistaken, or a form of it at least. I
I
don't
thought
know.
it's an original story written by someone. I don't know who wrote it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
for the purpose of
I'm gonna-
propaganda. I don't know, Albert. It's just to show American soldiers are useful. Anyway,
I'm gonna Google it.
Not- I mean, we all know that the Russians won the World War, but anyway,
Wow.
but anyway, but yeah, like it's a clear depiction of World War. Like it's like gritty, and this is how they actually fought. This is how they actually thought. That's how they that's how they do things. But and the story itself is actually it's actually quite nice. I actually like the characters and everything. Um, not too yeah, there's like character development. Yes, I do like the curve, Albert. Not as much as you do, but there is a curve in that. There is a curve in that movie, and the action they were able to make realistic action somewhat. I don't know, just looks cool. Because usually when people try to go realistic, it's just a bunch of this. This is what they think realistic fighting is like. Oh my god, you got him in the head. No, no.
Shaky cam.
Stupid. Doesn't make sense. That's what they do when they go realistic. They just shake the camera. But this one
That's what
actually done well.
filmmakers who think they can do action is doing. Shaky cam.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. That's why this one is like the way they direct the movie is just really nice. How it flows. Yeah, that's why I put it number 6 though. But it's not high enough. But I like it.
I'm not gonna keep Calvin bored, so I'm just gonna say this real quick. It's a good movie. Like I said, if there was a war movie to be in the list, I will put this one because it's one of the most realistic depiction of World War. I think people have claimed that. I have never been to World War, so I don't know. But also people
You
say
will.
that it's the
You
most
will.
realistic depiction. And by the way, I just googled it. It's written by Robert Rodat, and it is not a true story. There are historical inaccuracies, but a lot of the depiction are basically very realistic. which is one thing, and like the PTSD kind of thing is great.
I'm pretty
All
sure
the
everyone is
military
aware
officers.
of that. Why would you send a whole army to save one private? One private is just like a body
Yeah,
shield, really.
exactly.
But yeah, it's a good story. I think it's one Oscar. I think it's an Academy Award winning film, right? Oh no, it lost. I think did it. I'm gonna Google that.
It's
It
nominated,
lost.
is
It
it?
lost. It lost the best
I think it
picture.
was nominated.
Yeah, I got no. I think it lost. It lost to. I forget what it lost to, but yeah,
Oh, wait, no, no, it won Academy Award for Best Director.
it did. It lost to. It lost best picture. I'm gonna Google that real quick. But yeah, it lost to Shakespeare in Love, which people does not. It's one of the most controversial wins. But yeah. Okay.
It won the Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture.
Nice. All right. So everyone have done their number one except for me, right?
No, I haven't done it.
Okay, you can go first because most likely your movies might be in our list. I'm pretty sure mine is not many of your list. So yeah.
Actually,
Kelvin is so
no.
bored right now. Look
I
at
already, actually already said what
you
my
wanna
top
watch
four
Deadpool
is.
2 right now? Arek, go.
Yeah. So my number one on best action movie is The Raid 2 Brandal.
Oh,
That means
so
that
that's
literally
what
means
you
punk,
say.
I guess. Brandal
We
or
should have talked about it.
chavs. Okay,
You wanna
so
talk
the
about it
Raid 2
more?
so the Raid 2 is number one because I think I already mentioned like the Raid 1 has like they have like all these cool action scenes in they have all these cool action scenes in the hallway and the one where they fought in that small room. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's contained the whole movie of Raid 1 was contained in one apartment building, one
Yeah.
shitty apartment building actually. And and what the thing about the Raid 2 is that it's literally open. Like literally open. Like they have like new places that where they fought, and like new areas. Like as a result the director can just like shoot from different angles and the fight scenes could be like a
Cinematography
lot
is great.
more
The action scenes are
intense.
incredible.
Do you remember the part where Rama drove a car into a garage and he just rammed some people and then he
Oh
got out
yeah.
of the car and just started fighting like what 20 people by himself? and then and then there's like and they also have better bad guys. They have better villains too. Like there's
Hammer
like
Girl
this
is incredible, man.
Hammer Girl. Like
The
our friend
baseball
Stefan,
bat
he really likes her. Hammer Girl, like yeah, she's like a girl that she used the hammer and she just like started smashing everyone in the head.
The name
And also the
is
guy
very
with
explanatory.
yeah, no, I know. Shut up, Kelvin. But people like it, okay?
Use the back part of the hammer too.
and and there's also the guy who uses the baseball. And I don't know. I just like the way he said it. Sini bolanya.
That means bring the ball back.
Yeah, no, that means bring the ball. Sini bolanya. I'm like, damn, he killed somebody with a baseball. It's brilliant. And
Yeah.
also, yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah. So they had like, you can say they have like better boss fights. I guess in the movie, the action is more intense. It's also more brutal. Like you see in this movie, Rama, he put a guy's head to a frying pan or something,
Oh yeah, that's one
and
of the
half
most
his face
savage
got
parts.
burnt. I was like,
Yeah,
damn, it's
that one is
brutal.
so
Oh,
savage, man. Cause
and
he
and yeah,
the guy on it over and over and over. That is, oh god, that's
I know, man. Like you could have eat baso in that thing, but no, they had to burn someone's face anyway. Anyway, before that part, actually, the most iconic part, not iconic, like one of the most notable part is the car scene. Actually, it's not a car chase scene. It's literally fighting inside the car. Like that's like even
Oh
though
yeah,
it's a small area, you can still fight in that very intensely.
the way how it's
And
shot
I
is great too. Though.
and the way they shoot it is actually impressive. Like they literally had
Yeah,
people outside the car on like cages
yeah.
or something, and they have to move the
They hang
camera
out
like
from the
one.
car. They hang out from outside of the car. Bro.
Yeah, they hang out from the car. It's like yeah, that's why it's like damn, they put so much effort into this.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just chime in real quick about the Raid 2. I like it better than the Raid. I think it's a better movie. It's slightly a bit long to me because 2 hours 30 minutes. At the end of it, I'm like relieved it's ending, even though it's great. The action's so much better, better story, better villain. One thing, if you guys think about it, what are your favorite martial art movies? They probably took place in a foreign land, right? Except if you say
Yeah.
Raid. Yeah, they most likely took place in a foreign land because the laws over there, there's like you don't really know what's going on. this one I hear this somewhere, and they're like, oh yeah, it makes sense because like Enter the Dragon example. You think like, oh, if that happened in here, the cops will be here, something like that. So I was like, yeah, I don't, because the raid took place in Indonesia, and I live in Indonesia, and I'm thinking like, I don't see that happening in Indonesia. Like the car chase, it's awesome, but I don't think that will ever happen in real life in Indonesia, and that sort of threw me off while watching it.
Oh no, I do that all the time in Indonesia.
car chase with that.
No, just kidding. I don't break the law. I'm a good boy.
But yeah, the action is great, the villain is great, and I hope they don't do an American remake of this because they say they're gonna remake the raid in America.
In America,
Battery's
make
dying.
another sequel.
Your battery's dying.
All right.
Okay,
Wrap it up.
all right. Then I'll just speed through my number one because you guys won't have it. But Raiders of the Lost Ark, one of the best action movies of all time.
Oh,
One
I
of the
thought
most-
about it.
Indiana Jones, the first one of the most perfect movies of all time. You might argue there's not that much action. There is a lot of action. The iconic boulder roll in the beginning, that's iconic.
I
The
like
fight
that.
in the bar is iconic.
Yeah, Albert, there.
Car
It
chase
has
with the whole-
iconic action, not a lot of action. Yeah. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I'd like the Lego version of it.
Yeah, but okay,
It's the same
but
thing, Kelvin. It's the same
this,
thing.
this movie come out in like 1970s, and during the 70s, this one of the very first action movies. If you think about it, the older movies they're like dramas and romance, everything that musicals. There's not a lot of action movies back then. This is one of the very first one, I believe, and it sets up. It's one of the very first action movie. All the action movies now compared to that, it's very great. The car chase in the beginning with the horse is a horse chasing a truck and a car, basically. That's awesome. And yeah, the action is amazing. Most balanced, one of the most balanced movie of all time, most perfect. You want horror, you have that in this movie. You want romance, you have that within Marion and Indiana. You want comedy, there is that. You want action, there is that. There's drama, there is adventure. Movies adventure. It's a great movie, one of the best movies of all time, which is why it's number one on my list, and it should have been number one on all of your lists, but sadly it's not.
Here's the thing.
It should
Albert.
have been. Hey,
Here's the
you don't
thing.
force people to make their list.
I know.
I was thinking about it. But
Okay.
the reason I decided not to put it in my list at all is just because it's been so long since I watched it. I remember nothing about it, and I don't have the time to rewatch it.
I watched it last year or 2 years ago, I think. No, last year.
Okay.
And I can't remember
The
much.
last
That's
time
why
I
it's not
watched
on
it
my
was
list.
what, 10 years ago?
I just rewatched it
Yeah.
again last week, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't rewatched
I
it now, but if I
played the
rewatched it,
Lego
yeah,
version when I was grade 3.
Is the action good?
So it's basically like the silent movie of the movie. I know.
Dude, I still want to see the Lego Indiana Jones movie, not the game. It will be cool. But yeah, okay. So we all have revealed our number 5. There are several movies that we match with each other automatically. Mad Max Fury Road is number 1. Do you guys just want to say your 6 to 10 without explaining it? Just so
Yeah.
we can. I'll
Alright.
write it down. Let's start with Calvin. 6 to 10.
Let's start with the most unique one.
Yeah.
Kelvin, no explaining. Just say it. 6, this, 7,
Number
that.
6 is John Wick.
The
Ah,
first one.
John Wick.
The first one,
yes,
right?
1.
Okay.
Yeah. And then number 7 is Scott Pilgrim because it's considered action, I guess.
I haven't watched that.
Okay.
8 is Italian Job because I like heists. 9 is a
Recently.
movie. 9 is a movie that no one knows except me and my brother. Hardcore Henry.
Okay.
No, I don't know what that is.
Interesting
Um,
choice.
No, you know what? Let me just explain a bit.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole movie is in first person, a first person action movie.
Ooh.
It's unique.
I see.
Alright. And then
Oh,
10th,
I think I've seen the
Uh,
trailer for this. Oh, okay.
and then 10th is the coolest one, Kung Fu Hustle.
Childhood.
It's the
Okay.
most perfect movie ever. If you want to put it in comedy, it counts as comedy. If you want to put it in action, it's also in action.
I did not know that, Calvin. Wow. It should have been number
And
1.
also in romance too.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Arek, let's hear it from you.
Oh, wait, where's my list?
6 to 10.
So, number 6 is Saving Private Ryan. We already
Okay.
discussed
I
that.
think I've write that down. Yeah.
7 is Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay.
That's good.
8 is actually, I don't know. I just wrote Fast Furious 6 because I remember that had the most action out of the new Fast Furious movies.
Fast 5 is
I
the
just put
best.
the 6th one.
But yeah.
Fast 5 was quite good, but I prefer the action on the 6th. That's why.
Fast and Furious.
Number 9 already discussed, Mission Impossible Fallout. And number 10
Wait,
is
slow down.
Avatar, which we already discussed as well.
Okay, wait. Fast Furious was number what? 8.
9, 8, 8, 8.
Okay, and then number 9 was Avatar,
No, Mission Impossible Fallout.
and then and Avatar number 10. Okay, Teguh, let's hear it from you.
My number 6, which got pushed down from number 5, is Fury Road.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then
Go on.
number just because I have a number 11, I'll say it anyway. Like
Okay.
okay, so I have number 7 is Last Samurai,
Oh, that's a good one.
Mhm.
I like that movie. Yeah.
and then
I haven't watched it.
number 8 is District 9.
I haven't watched that. I
Alright.
really want to.
I've never watched
That's
it,
an
but
okay.
And
Okay.
then number wait, what am I on right now? 9. Number 9 is it's kind of more on the comedy side, but I kind of put it in there just because I like
It's
it.
fine.
It's Hot Fuzz.
Oh.
That's my favorite Edgar Wright movie, by the way, Hot Fuzz. And yeah,
Go on.
I
And
do like
then
I do
number
like
10
fighting
is
in the shopping mall.
007 Spectre.
Oh,
Okay,
Okay.
that's 10, right?
I don't like that
Huh?
movie that much.
Okay.
And the last one,
Okay,
which I'm
and then-
pretty sure none of you know, it's Taxi 3, which is a French movie.
Whoa.
I've heard of it, but I never watched
heard-
it before.
I heard
I've
of it.
I've
Alright.
Okay, so my
Albert, how about you?
number 6, you guys have heard it, and you guys are outrageous about it. Mad Max Fury Road. Number 7, I'm actually surprised you guys don't have it. The Matrix.
I haven't watched it.
What?
I-
Oh,
I don't know. I just don't find it that appealing.
okay. The Matrix
Yeah,
is
it's
good.
just-
Yeah. Number 8, Edge of Tomorrow.
It's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good action
It's
movie.
like
though.
the thing is, Albert, I've played a lot of video games and I keep resetting everything.
Ah,
Like, guys,
yeah.
why watch it?
It's like a
Why
video game.
watch it? Why watch what I do in the movies? Why can't I just do that in a video game right now?
Yeah, but
Like,
it's a good movie.
Go on. Go on.
Sequel, Live, Die, Repeat, and repeat.
10%.
Okay, number 9, The Terminator, the first one.
Yeah.
And number 10 is the first John Wick.
Oh, the first
Okay.
one.
So I have listed down all of our possible movies, and are we sticking with our original rule, which have more common, which is number
I-
1?
Dude, this is going to be the worst list ever.
I
Can
know.
we
we're
just
gonna get
redo
so-
this
we're
some
gonna
other
get so much
time when we
Okay,
watch
at least-
more
at least-
movies?
At least the first one is a good one that we all agree in.
Yeah.
I guess.
Automatically Mad Max Fury Road. And then the second one, if you guys want to follow commonalities, if yes, then movies that have let me just say it. Movie that have 2 people. There is no other movie that all 3 agree, but 2 people agree is Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout, John Wick, the first one, Saving Private Ryan,
2% battery.
the first, The Raid, Avatar, and yeah, that's it. So out of those, which one do you guys want to vote for number 2?
Private Ryan.
Fallout, John Wick, The Raid, Avatar.
The Raid.
Dude, Avatar. Dude, everyone's going to have different votes, so
Okay. Okay, you cannot vote for the one that you have on your list. What about that?
All right, fine.
Okay,
I can't
fair
vote the Raid.
I won't be around for the next one because it's already 1% battery. So
Okay,
see,
Right.
I guess
we'll decide that.
I'll be out. I'll be out when the battery is out.
All right.
Okay. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know that.
I'll just have a cool post, so I go out with a cool post.
All right, Kelvin, I'm sorry. Okay, then Teguh and Arik.
I don't know.
I can give it to Private Ryan if you guys want to.
Private Ryan.
You agree for number 2, Saving Private Ryan?
I'm voting for the Raid. That's the thing. Ayun dong, harus ada semangat Indonesia.
Harus ada semangat ya.
Teguh, your choice. I'm not giving it to Avatar, that's for sure. I'm not giving it to Avatar. I don't mind giving it to is this the first one or second one? Oh yeah, the first one. Those 2 people have the first one. The
I
Raid.
haven't seen the first two. I haven't seen any of the raids, so I can't really vote on this.
He can't vote on the Raid.
Okay. Well, so it's I don't think we'll put Fallout, but John Wick, Private Ryan, or The Raid.
How about John Wick? Wait, have you watched
Which John Wick? Second or first? Because I haven't seen the second one.
First.
Oh,
Okay,
then
I don't
yeah,
mind.
John Wick, because I do
Okay,
like the
and
first one. See,
the second one is John Wick, and I guess we'll give it to the rate or Saving Private Ryan.
Ryan. Ryan and then the raid.
Raid.
I'll put I'll
Screw,
okay. So you
screw
guys,
Ryan.
one of you say Ryan, one of you say Rate. Ryan is a better movie, so I'll give it to Raven Private Ryan. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Yeah, because it
Rate,
was better
rate
by
number
the.
four, though.
This is just racism towards Indonesians. You hate that kind.
Hey, the
I'm the
second
only
one is
Indonesian
better.
here.
The
You're
second one
half
is better,
Chinese.
but it's just not on my list.
You're
Okay,
half Chinese. That's why you don't like me.
I'm
yes,
full
Calvin,
Chinese. Screw
yes,
you.
Calvin, the call. What's number 5? Mission Impossible Fallout or Avatar? Fallout,
Fallout.
definitely, man.
Avatar is a better movie, but Fallout is better action
not.
movie. Ah.
Avatar is good for the first time. It's spectacle, but I just wrote down Mission Impossible Avatar. Jesus.
Mission Impossible Avatar. Dun. Just play that song.
Okay. Okay. So far we have 6 based on commonalities. This is a horrible list. I'm just saying. People are gonna hate us. Okay, and then the rest is all 1 vote each. So that's gonna be fun. Okay,
You're gonna get a lot of Indonesian haters after this for not putting the raid. Trust
dude.
me.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Oh God, this is hard. How we decide number 7? Okay. Oh, what's your number 1? What's your number 1, Arik and Teguh?
Private
The
Ryan.
Private Ryan, and what's yours, Arik? The rate 2, yeah.
The raid 2. Just put the
Okay.
raid 1 in there, then I guess.
Okay, so it's gonna be because we have Private Ryan. So number 7 is gonna be either the Raid 2 or Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raid.
Lost
Raid.
Ark lah. Lost Ark lah.
Raiders of the
What
Lost
are you
Ark.
talking about?
Albert, the goose is going against me in all of it. Like the raid, no, this
No,
one.
the Raiders of the Lost Ark have to be in the list, man. It's a disgrace. One of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, but I'll agree with the Raiders of the Lost Ark because it's a pioneer.
By the way, I just want to say I hate the fact that the Raid is called the Raid Redemption. Why isn't it called just the Raid?
Indonesians want to make it cool, you know.
I think it's
I
like
don't blame them
rights
for that.
by Sony or something. Okay, number 9. What's your number 2, guys?
My number 2. I forgot.
Like Hawk Down,
Black
I
Hawk
think
Down.
Mad Max Fury Road for me.
Mad Max Fury Road, and
It's
Alien.
already.
That's our number 2. Because Calvin.
I
was
haven't
here.
seen
I don't know. I don't know his number 2. I think it's like Baby
I can't
Driver.
remember Alien, so I have to vote for it to go. So screw to go. All the list is his. This entire
did.
list is
Black
mainly
Hawk
his.
Down it is. I'll allow it.
Black Hawk
Yay.
Down.
Bert, watch it. It's actually quite good.
And,
I like
and
it.
I will. And the only other number 2 that's in the list for number 10, I guess Aliens make the list for top 10.
There you go. We have our
Okay,
list.
so this is our top 10 list. This is gonna be.
Can you run it, Albert? Can you run it again so people can boo at you even
Yeah.
more?
Arik or Teguh, can one of you do drum roll while I announce it? All right, top 10 Councilmen best action movie of all time according to us, because we haven't seen a lot of movies. Is at number 10, Alien. At number 9, Black Hawk Down. At number 8, The Raid 2. At number 7, Raiders of the Lost Ark. At number 6, Avatar, James Cameron one, not The Last Airbender. At number 5, Mission Impossible Fallout.
I mean,
At number 4, The Raid Redemption.
That makes no sense. Why is it on the first? Okay, never mind.
Private Ryan. And number 2, John Wick. And finally, the number 1 best action movie according to the Councilmen is. Let's all say it together, guys. And
The Raid 2.
Fury Road.
I said
Okay,
it
so that is it for the show. Tell us in the comment section below how bad is our list, and I just want to hear your own
If
list.
it's wait. If it's so bad, can you make a better one? Write down in the comment section. Ah.
If anyone is watching this, which I want to say I doubt, but if anyone at this point, tell us your list in the comment section below. Top 10 best action movie, and yeah, that is our list. Feel free to tell us that we suck, and I don't know. We will decide what the next podcast is. We should have probably stick with the best shark movie of all time, because
The shark movie.
Best shark
Ah.
movie of all time? Left Shark.
Left Shore. It's not even a movie. That's just it's a character.
But yeah, guys, thank you if you stick around till this very end. I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but I salute you. And thank you. Leave
We
a
had
like,
nothing to do.
subscribe if you want to, and yeah, I'm thinking possibly to upload all of our podcasts to iTunes for podcasts if I know how to. But yeah, we might continue with the councilman if we find other topics. But yeah, it's been fun. To go, Arik. Okay, let's go with Arik first. Where can the people find you online?
You can find me in Instagram at Arik Andrea, no space. And you can play some games with me on Steam. My account is KillHunter834.
All right, and to go, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Steam and Line and pretty much any social media at TG23399.
Okay,
No caps.
and yeah,
Hello?
it will be. It's on the link in the description below. I already put it actually if you're watching live stream. But yeah, for me, JA Radharma at Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me. You can subscribe to my channel to see more. I make Schmodown reactions. Currently on a break though. But I will be in a Schmodown. I'll be in the Schmodown Trivia Schmodown for September. I'm recording that pretty soon. So
Wait. Albert, I do have a question. When will you actually appear in Shimodown?
then that answer is never. Dude, you wanna know if I was to play the Schmodown, I'll be out in the first round. I got
Exactly. Why do you think we don't want to watch? What do you think we want to watch? To see you lose in the first round.
Yeah, I'll be competing in Schmodown Trivia Schmodown though, but I'll probably lose also because they are fierce competitors and I haven't done that much studying. But yeah, you can find trailer reaction in my channel, movie reviews. The last one was with Arik Andrea, which is Mission Impossible Fallout. We have differing views as you guys can tell, and it was fun. And yeah, maybe we'll shoot something with Teguh because he's coming back to Indonesia very soon. And yeah, I guess that's it. Anything else you guys want to add before we leave? And oh yeah, Kelvin at KYAce27 on Instagram. So yeah, Teguh, Arik, anything else you want to say?
I apologize for my technical difficulties. So, okay, here's what happened, okay?
Yeah.
I was on my phone, and my phone has this thing, this safety feature where if the phone starts to overheat, it will shut down the cameras. So that's what happened the first time. So I had to switch to my laptop because it had a camera. So I switched to my laptop, which had a camera. But the thing is, my laptop has very bad Wi-Fi signal abilities, which is why I kept cutting off. So I switched to my PC, which has very good Wi-Fi capabilities, but no webcam. So.
Oh, now you're on your PC.
Yes.
Okay, let's go play GTA.
Yeah, that is coming from someone who play games all the time with bad connection. So yeah, guys. Yeah, leave a like, comment, your top 10, subscribe. Until next time, guys. The Councilman is out. Bye bye. Oh, what the hell just happened?